I really hate this.
Another Oscar nominations are in the books, and they're as usual. Not a lot of happy people. What do you think?
I literally guessed the Oscar nominations this year, so I can't say I was too disappointed.
Yeah, I would say these nominations have been really like. I mean, we loved Honora, as we talked about in our previous video,
Yeah.
but like I don't know like how Honora stacks up compared to other previous Oscar nominated stuff, and like it's not just Honora that I'm saying that for. I think it's like true for all of them. Like I just feel like the movie sphere has just kind of died down, but I guess that's been a conversation for many years now at this point.
I mean, the last two Oscars are improvements, but oh my god.
I guess, but it's like if you compare Oppenheimer like in its competition or something
Uh,
like that.
the holdover is better, but it's like I'm not mad that Oppenheimer win. It's a safer choice, to be fair.
Yeah, same as
Everything,
everywhere
everywhere, all at
all at
once.
once. So what would you think?
Okay.
What is the safe pick here, bro?
The
Hmm,
substance.
I don't know.
Actually, no, I don't. Wait, what are all the? I think what are the? To be honest, we should just see our best picture first. I didn't remember. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
say it's
before we
good
get
too.
oh my god, before we get
Okay,
started,
fuck it. Yeah,
Wicked.
yeah, wicked. That
I
would also be a
swear.
safe choice. I would kill. I would just
Oh my
die
god.
if I saw this.
But yeah, before we get started, welcome back. Another Reviews Corp podcast, episode 61. I'm Red Devilos Reviews, and I'm back here with Unity Reviews and Analysis. And
Hi guys. I, I'm gonna be. I swear if this. I swear that this year's Oscar is gonna be. It's gonna be killing me.
yeah, honestly, I'm kind of curious though, because like you got one film in here from that came out December 20th, at
I'm
least in America, in America, and it just came
no.
out like this week for the UK for the Brutalist.
No. No, even worse. That complete unknown is literally December 26th. In UK, it's literally this month. Like
Yeah,
late this
like
yeah.
5 days ago. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
and
wow.
I've never seen an Oscar. I don't know. It's like I've never heard of an Oscar film getting put in to Best Picture like at this time of the year. But I guess I just don't. Maybe I don't pay attention to that.
No, there is some. I just they're so obscure that you don't know that. Even if they do, it's like okay, like okay, you there's no way you would know that. Oh yeah, thank you. I will take the Oscar for being Unity. Thank you. Uh, but yeah, it's like okay, have you seen like there's like Woman Talking? That's like released like really late. So when I was watching it to break down the Oscar, it was not in HD quality. So yeah, but here's the thing: no one cares about Woman Talking.
I mean, it didn't go far
Oh,
anywhere.
it won Best Original Screenplay.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Jesus. No, not original, adapted screenplay. Even though that should go
Adapt
to
is
top
yeah,
adapted screenplay.
because I know I think it was from a book or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I mean the book is better easily. It's like because apparently the book is in the smart person's point of view of people of stupid woman talking. Like okay, here's the context is like because they want that they want this woman to be like talking really intelligently, even though the context is like these women are like uneducated, stupid people who are basically slaves to their husbands, and they receive no education, and they even though even if they break the law, they can do no harm. I was not making that up.
Now it's a more Now it's immortalized in our video.
Yeah. Literally,
Uh,
watch the first 5 minutes of woman talking, and you immediately understand what I'm saying.
yeah. When was that? Like 2022?
Top Gun Maverick. So yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Last 2 years Oscar. So
Yeah.
um
1 second. Keep
yeah.
talking. Keep talking.
But
I'm looking
but
at
yeah,
something.
that's woman talking last year. Okay, and then ever since I stopped, I'm unable to watch a bunch of like Oscar nominated films because I just can't be fucked to watch all of them. I mean, last year I haven't finished Poor Things, and people apparently say it's really good. I don't care about it, so oh well. I mean, I haven't finished all the films this year, this Oscar because it's hard to, and I need time and some. Okay, let's be real. There's no way some of them are gonna win. What like I'm still here. There's no way that's gonna win because that's no one talked about it. That's yeah. God, I would need to
Uh,
watch a bunch of stuff. But that's a film. Oh yeah, I will probably watch A Complete Unknown this Friday or something.
hmm. All right. I think I'm ready. Okay, so you know, uh, with all the films that have came out, obviously we haven't watched all of them at this point. We're probably going to at least have at least a better understanding for that when they do the actual award show in March. So we apologize. We're not like saying everything we want to say about each movie right now, or we haven't seen it yet to fully give our grasp and opinion on whatever is being nominated at this time. So just keep that in mind. I know like they also have like they still have to do the finalizations of who gets to stay and who gets to get booted out. So there is a possibility that some of these films that were nominated are not going like for best picture in particular, I would say, right?
Best Picture. Yeah,
There's like
that's
final
yeah. I think
voting. Oh wait,
that's final
no, that's
vote.
final voting. Never mind.
No, there's no
Yeah.
final. I don't think so. Yeah, they just. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, there. I hope this year there's gotta be another meme that's happening on this year's Oscar.
Was the Will Smith one last year? Or?
No, 3 years ago.
That was 3 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. No, that
I
makes
mean,
sense
a lot.
because Brendan
I mean,
Fraser
do you know
had
what?
one.
Yeah, I mean, do you know what happened last year? I got to see John Cena naked on stage for some reason. No one
Oh
talked
yeah.
about that. Oh my
There's no equality in this world.
god. Oh, sad.
It is what it is. So yeah, but yeah, the 97th Oscars. Uh what's been the common discussion point before
Amelia
we start
Perez.
talking about the list? Yeah.
Amelia Perez is shit. It shouldn't
Yeah.
nominated for 13 Oscars. That's the most normal thing they discussed in this year.
Yeah, but like what's the most that people say about it?
Mexican. It's racist.
Essentially.
Basically, yeah. I seen the movie. Have you seen it?
I watched like half of it and I got really sick of it. I'm gonna be honest, but I will watch it like entirely when we do
Uh,
the March Oscars video. But
yeah.
yeah,
I seen it. By the way, have you uh are you gonna show them all the nominations? Because I could not remember all of them
yeah, yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
So I just wanted to say like before we're just preambling to it before we get to the
Yeah,
list.
I seen the entire thing, so I have a
Yeah.
lot more things to say about it instead of just racist.
Oh yeah, but like we can bring it up. So
Oh
hopefully
shit!
that's
This so the
legible. If it's not, then I can try increasing the
oh
size.
no, no, don't worry. I deal with this. I have to just open the entire screen. That's fine.
Is that better on the
Okay.
screen?
The
Kind
yeah,
of.
it's better. But yeah. I
Yeah.
would just have to open
So
the entire screen.
yeah, let's just so we got For Best Picture, we have Honora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, and The Substance.
I see. Okay, there should be more down because there's no Wicked here, so there has to
Oh,
be
right.
more scrolling down.
And The Wicked. The Wicked is the last one.
Yeah. So okay, how many? I've seen Honora, Conclave. Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Dune Part 2, Wicked, and The Substance. Um, let's just say okay, we discussed The Substance, Wicked, Honora already, so I'll just gonna focus on Amelia Perez and Conclave.
All right. I mean, I heard a lot of great things about Conclave in particular.
Oh, Conclave, it's really good. It's like probably the second best movie here. Okay, second best from what I've seen so far.
Mm.
It's the first one is Honora, so I hope Honora wins, but at the same time, there's like I know that it will not win because the Oscar will probably think that it's just a porn movie or some shit. Even though that's like the only movie that people post online when it comes to quality clips.
I feel like with Honora, it's hard to say because like I feel like the last two Oscars have been really safe. So I don't know like what the pattern would be for here, but the thing is like I don't know what is the safe pick in this list because Amelia Perez is getting so much shit despite it having the most nominations, not just like as like not just like on this list, but like as like a foreign film, non-English movie, like it's the most it's ever been nominated, surpassing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Roma 2018. So yeah, it broke records.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
I honestly think the safe pick will be The Substance or fucking Wicked or some shit. Unfortunate. Because people are just like, oh, The Substance is so good low. It's like really creepy. And
my thing about
and,
even though I didn't hate The Substance as much as you guys, but like I would say that I still don't think The Substance would get it, mainly because the horror genre film. I just don't think it will rank high in the final win. I mean, it's like I think it's like one out of 7 horror films that has been nominated for Best Picture or something like that. I could
yeah,
be wrong
Black
on that.
Swan. I don't think any of them went before. No
None
Country
of them
for there's no Country for Old Men count as a horror film.
shouldn't.
Oh, okay, then no.
Yeah, I'd have
But
to look it up. But I know The Exorcist was in there, the first one.
there's no way that will. There's no
No,
way
it
that
didn't
won.
win, but it got nominated. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just don't think The Substance, even though like I find people will like it a lot, but I think the highest likely thing of it winning anything would be Best Actress.
yeah. Honestly, you know what? I actually think that the safest is Conclave.
Conclave?
Yeah, Conclave, the one that people talk about. Even my friend who study films just like seen the Conclave but never seen Honora or The Substance. He was like, yeah, Conclave is like really good. It's safe. It's just you know the typical film that Oscar would like.
Yeah.
And it's about like a person. Okay, I don't know how churches work. So basically, there's a guy who runs the conclave, the church,
Yeah.
the religious sheds, basically. And then they have to vote for whoever is gonna be the leader of this of the war or something. I don't know how to describe it to you.
Ray Fiennes character.
Yeah, Ralph Fiennes' character. I love that guy. He's really good. But yeah, it's a really good movie. It's like interesting plot characters. I mean, I have some things that I think it's like quite weak, but overall it's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, there's so Wicked and Dune Part 2 are like your blockbusters that are in here.
yeah. To be fair, I think everything everywhere all at once proved that even action movies can win. To be fair, No Country for Old Men proved that already.
Yeah, though I feel like with everything everywhere all at once, like it is A24, but like the way that it was put, I feel like it changed kind of the game for like A24 films in general. But like I don't know, it's like yeah, it's from a smaller studio, but like it's also kind of in a blockbuster
I mean, oh shit,
tier.
Oppenheimer win. So last year,
Oppenheimer for sure
that's a
was
bot. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fucking big. So yeah,
I mean,
I'm
Wicked and Dune Part Two are not anywhere near those. So
no. I mean, all people talk about Wicked. It's like, oh my god, look at songs, look at uh okay, what did they talk about? Songs, how it
the
looks
acting.
like. Oh god, the acting. Like the acting is nothing to write home about. Like okay, people are just like, oh, this is perfect choices. You have clearly don't never seen plays before. No offense, that's basically what I think about it. The fact that if okay, I'm gonna talk about best with the actress category when I talk about Wicked.
Yeah. I will
Oh,
say that like, do you,
mm,
the thing is
I
like,
forgot. Yeah,
if you were to pick two blockbusters of last year, I do think Dune Part Two and the Wicked unfortunately does kind of make sense if that's your blockbuster piss, but like that's not a good thing.
no, it's not.
I'm just saying
Unfortunately,
like compare it to Oppenheimer.
no, it's completely not. It's just yeah, one is actually good, and the other relies on cheap nostalgia and literally just knowledge. I talked about it to people before. Why do I not like Wicked? And I have to compare it to the play and what did they missed. It's like I'm at this standpoint need to fucking praise the play. I don't even like the play. Fuck me.
Dune was
Um,
like
I'm
Dune was like all the way back in March or something.
yeah.
It's definitely early. So the fact that it's here
No,
is kind of
shit. It's not
interesting.
even March.
Denis
Oh yeah,
Villeneuve.
yeah, it is March. It's like April or something.
Yeah, like in the spring.
Oh yeah, I need to talk about Amelia Perez, right?
Oh yeah,
The
let's
thing
talk
that
about Miller Perez.
I seen the entire movie yesterday.
So, do you understand why people don't like it to be in the nominations? Well, actually,
I
let's start off first. Like, do you understand any of the nominations? Because there's 13.
no none. I okay. I think it's because there's a trans woman there. No offense. That's literally because it's about a trans person. And
Uh,
Oscar loves that first, and they're just probably and they just like, oh, this is so diverse, it's so smart as shit.
so one of the controversies of the film is the fact that it's directed by a French guy, knows nothing about Latin American culture, and is making a whole film about that essentially.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna be. I know it sounds really bad that because there's a trans person, but I'm gonna be honest. This movie is about a trans person. It's about like her the trans person okay left her family and the trans person has to like reconnect them back and try and pretending to be their aunts, but at the same time he because the person is trans now, so he can't tell them, but at the same time he wants to keep them for himself because of that. It sounds good, right?
Um,
If you boil it down, uh, okay, because a lot of things because everything surrounding is so shit. It's like, but that sounds nice. At the same time, the execution is really bad. Uh, so let's talk. Okay, the character is a fucking crime lord. So when the movie is literally praising her as a saint for some reason, because literally when you turn into a different gender, apparently you also change your morals entirely.
there's
That
also just the whole like stereotyping as well.
I don't even know what to say about that. That's not even my biggest problem. Uh, it's like because like what they say is like because the movie try to hammer down changes your body, changes your soul. So that's the explanation. The person, the crime lord, turns into a really good person that supports Mexico, like what's it called, refugees. And they at the end they even throw a fucking like a street like a marching down the street funeral for her after the person died. Uh, yeah, that that doesn't make any sense at all. and you have to tell me that this person literally. So the reason why she doesn't want to become a girl is because she just wants he just wants to. There's never, and he just decided, yeah, because he just wants to. And he just fucking evil. And then afterward, he just like, oh, I'm suddenly good now. And but I decided to leave my wife and kids because fuck it. Even though I actually love my kids, and but actually I hate my wife for like cheating on another person, even though my wife literally has every right to, because you cheated, you literally faked your death for like 4 years. But so the movie is pretending this person is a good person, even though all the evidence say it's not. And you literally just like cut all her bank account when you're literally just pretending to be their aunt, and and in her own logic, you're basically stealing her. You basically stole all her money. And basically, you did. You literally said, "I want to give back all the money to my wife." That's a character. And then there's the musical sequence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest here. The problem is not because they're cringe. Because I heard a lot of cringe musicals before. Okay, I'll just watch 6 musical. There's barely a plot there, and literally just the plot. Okay, I know a lot of people love that. I've seen it live. I do not like it. I think it has the most bare bones plot I've ever seen my entire life. And the characters are just literally just like, oh, I suffered the worst. And the songs are just about, ah, I lost my head. I'm sad. And it's like, and he fucked me the hardest. There's also like musicals like this. Okay, I don't know what to tell people that because there's actually a 9/11 musical. There's a school shooter musical. Okay, the school shooter musical is literally one of the most popular musicals in the world, in Broadway. Oh, there's also like literally a queer musical called Everyone Talks About Jamie. It's like it's really common. So it's like I'm not surprised when I heard those songs. I do not find it cringe. What I found is like they are so unimaginative, they are so boring, they're so dumb. They're literally just ripping off other musicals. Even the idea is just ripping off Rant, like the theme of the entire film. It's like society just hates the poor, and like as long as you fight against the system, you are the good person. There's like no accountability for any of the characters. It's like you like the society officially bent over backwards for you. That's basically the concept of Rant. That's this movie.
Yeah.
Because you are a crime lord and you lost everything, so and then there's literally a sequence of, oh, after this person, okay, in Rants there's a drag queen who died, and the movie that praise her as the person who's like the best person in the world in both the musical and the movie. Because her name is Angel, and then it's like, oh, she's nice, she saved a person from death. And then this movie just like, yeah, that person died, and she's like the best person in the world. So it's like that reminds me of Rant. I mean, Rant is a bad play, by the way. And they literally have a rip off like the most popular song of Dear Evan Hansen. Like literally adapted editing. I was like, oh, just the movie editing. Well, you got like a bunch of like videos just combines into one in like this inspirational musical number,
Yeah,
even that's manipulative.
it felt like an LSD trip just for the sake of it.
Yeah, that's
I guess it's a
okay. It's just ripping off musicals.
yeah.
It's just
A lot of the conversations with this film in particular, as we talked about the director, French guy, like pretty much did no research on Mexican culture, and what we was focusing on is like that. He didn't even film the movie in Mexico or anything. He filmed everything in France. There's also criticisms like he didn't really research thoroughly on the trans experience and how there's a lot of inaccuracies when it comes to transitioning. It's been pointed out a lot by the trans community. He casted people that weren't Mexicans to play Mexican characters because, in his words, there was a lack of Mexican local talent. But that's not true if you look properly. But
Mhm.
these
So
are some of the discussion points as to like what was said about the movie.
yeah, I just give like some context of the movie, like ignoring all of those. What's the movie about? So is the character is like botched. Yeah, and the songs are like really bad. Okay, Dear Evan Hansen is not a good musical. Even if you go by the play, I've seen the play and the movie. People said that it's like really unfaithful for some reason, even though it's like yeah, it's not that different. It's not Wicked. It's really not that different. But yeah. So it's basically just ripping off like really bad plays. Even some moments remind me of Mean Girls for some reason. Uh,
Something we talked about last January actually.
yeah, I have no idea why. It's like just some, and then there's like some, yeah, there's ripping off like some Mean Girls bullshit, and what did I miss? Oh yeah, Zoe Saldana's character. Let's just talk about her. She's not a character.
We'll get to her because like the nomination.
Oh, I'm not gonna talk about acting. I just gotta talk about the character. She's not a character. Basically, her character is I'm a lawyer who is forced to do stuff by this evil crime lord, and I'm just gonna be pulled by the plot to do shit for this crime lord. And the movie literally forgot about her like 30 minutes in 30 minutes.
It's funny because like the only meme that I see from this movie is like Zoe Saldana like dapping up some guy. That's like the first like I think that's like in the first 10 minutes of the movie or something like that. But it's just funny. That's just
Yeah,
that's like the only clip I see in the on online, that meme at least.
yeah. Okay. There's Selena Gomez. I think she's like the best out of the three characters. She's still really bad because the narrative. Okay, the narrative frames her as wrong for some reason. Even though out of the three of them, she's like the most right person in the entire room. It's like because like she's sleeping with other people now. It's like dude, you faked her death, and you're also cheating with her. You really seduce another girl to sleep with you. So that's a more bankrupt. But of course, the movie just wants to pretend that actually she's the one wrong, and she has to quote unquote redeem herself at the end. And she has like my favorite scene of the entire movie. She just described like how does she feels after she left and why does she do all that. It's like that's actually interesting. And then they just fucked it up. I hate that. I hate because that ends a musical. Fuck you. So,
Yeah.
okay, musicals are actually really cool. Just most people just do not understand that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's yeah. Basically, the entire thing is Selena Gomez's character is basically framed for being a wrong person, even though she's like the she's like John Walker. That's my way to phrase it. Of course, she has to like character assassinate her at the end. Like she has to do really evil shit because they did not make her actually evil.
This Walker wasn't fully assassinated.
Yeah, it's got
Mostly intact. Just maybe like 4 or 5 scenes that are really off, but that's about it. But then
yeah
wait for the
that
Thunderbolts.
yeah. Of course, yeah, the movie is really bonkers,
Yeah,
and is it like the worst movie here? Is it worse
Amelia,
than Wicked?
Amelia Perez. You'd have
Yeah,
you'd have to tell me since you finished it.
I think yeah, I think it is worse than Wicked, unfortunately, and I say that Wicked is really bad. Because at least for Wicked, there's like some because you lifted from a place, so there's always some element surviving. It's in spite of the movie.
Yeah,
I mean, by the way, I forgot to mention
movie,
one
the
thing.
lore of Wizard of Oz, that stuff. But that's the same problem as the original as well.
But yeah,
But
and by
that
the way,
and those things don't factor when the story doesn't factor as much when it comes to these things. I would say.
yeah, even that would not say Amelia Perez is like 100% bad. There's like one or two scenes that I actually kind of like, as controversial as that is. But yeah, Wicked it's better. And oh yeah, in the last podcast, I forgot to mention this. Do you know who wrote Wicked? Oh, aside from the people who wrote the original play.
Not sure.
It's a writer from Cruella.
Oh, we did talk about it when we did a review.
Yeah, I have to mention it again, just to be safe. But you can really tell based on how the writing of Cruella. It's because Cruella's actually a good person, though. Like they just remove all the new ones that Wicked Play try to have. But yeah, that's all I would say for all the nominations for Best Picture. This is probably the one I'm gonna spend the most time on.
Yeah. I will watch A Complete Unknown. I mean, the only thing I can really say about it now is like the Operation had the chance to see Ellie Fanning and Monica Barbera and wasn't able to. So that's just something you got to live with.
I probably gotta watch like A Complete Unknown as well because I love that film. I want to watch like James Mangold. I hope James Mangold like nailed it.
Yeah, it's biographical, so you should be okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because you also had like Ford v Ferrari.
Oh right, so that's okay.
His last biographical film, I think.
Yeah.
Again, I get the Substance being nominated, despite we don't really agree. I just don't think it will win because I don't think a horror film will win this category. But I'm having a hard time. I guess it's because like I don't know some of the films on here.
I mean we can. I mean
But
if they're really controversial, probably get Amelia Perez to win. We can talk about the director because it's just next to it.
yeah. So the best directors nominated are Sean Baker for Honora, Brett Corbett for The Brutalist, James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, Jacquet
Jacquet Audiard for Amelia Perez and Coralie Fargray for The Substance. How do I describe this one? Honestly, it's so weird to describe this one because I think Honora should win, but at the same time, I don't think Honora will win. I think they will give it to The Substance, Coraline Fargray, because that's all people talked about when it comes to that movie, the directing. Because it looks really good. Copies from The Shining.
Yeah, the thing is like,
The
thing is like, Brutalist gets conversations too, but now because of this whole like conversation about using AI for the Hungarian accent for the film, that might take a hit. In that regard, I again, we both haven't seen that movie yet, so we can't comment. Honora should be okay, but like, I mean, the only thing that doesn't have any controversy is The Substance, because like Honora had the controversy because that whole consenting to having sex scenes or doing something intimate without an intimacy coordinator. That was something that was like looked down upon for that film. I just don't know if like that will be a big deal. I mean, there's also James Mangold as well. I just don't know if a biographical film will like go that high. I think the Substance is more ambitious with what it's going for, so that's kind of why I think it could possibly win for these reasons.
But yeah, that's what I think The Substance will win, even though I do not. I think the direction is really good. Mostly.
Yeah, I think the direction was one. I guess like for me, it's like the direction was one of the highlights of the film because like I could see the vision. It was really the story that was just not hitting.
I mean, I literally told a friend, it's like okay, it looks good. I think you would like it, even though I would not, because it is an interesting idea and it looks good. That's great acting. I just think the script is just covers you up for thinking it's a great script.
I also think like because I also like, as we talked about before on the video, I did like the editing a lot in that movie as well.
Yeah,
or at least like the way that they styled the shots, or like how it was. Another French director, by the way. Yeah, I can see it, but like, despite Honora is better, but like I guess like if you were to compare, I guess it's a little hard. how do I? Because like cinematography is not really direction. It's right.
I have to talk to people who do cinematography. It's gotta be it's not. But direction is you just control. Like you have to. You
It's
basically
like
just control every person. How do you control people behind the scenes?
yeah,
There's all those moving part, like this in spite of a script. There's all those moving part looks good. I say yes,
yeah,
but yeah, I think Honora is still better because unfortunately the script is way too good. So it hold there's still foundation for that.
yeah. That's true.
Uh, I'm not gonna talk about Amelia Perez because that movie's direction is shit.
Yeah, that direction is definitely agreed to be bad.
Oh god. Oh, best actor.
Best actor.
Okay, I only seen
I'm
Conclave. So
I was surprised that I was surprised the Sebastian Stan one they got was the Trump one, and not the
I'm
one
not
for.
gonna watch that movie. Fuck you.
No, that
No,
was like that was my surprise because like I think a lot of people were also expecting the other
a,
film,
a different man.
A Different Man.
I just seen that film. Because I was doing like I thought that would be one of the Oscar nominated films, and
Yeah,
I don't
I don't think it
I
was
d-
nominated at all.
yeah, it's just Golden Globe. So
Oh, it did get a nomination, but for hair and makeup.
yeah, we can talk about that more. But basically,
We'll do
I
that
don't like
later. But yeah.
I don't like a different man. I mean, I like half of a different man, and then the later half happened, and I just dislike it. But yeah, Ralph Fiennes is really good. Go watch. There's some really good lines in Conclave that he
So
delivered.
yeah, these are the it has all the actors here. Best actor, you got Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet for Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ray Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice as Donald Trump.
I think Ralph Fiennes will win. I'm gonna be honest here.
Yeah, but I will. I still need to watch some of these films so I can give a fair shake. But yeah,
I'll probably go watch like a Complete Unknown on Friday or something.
yeah.
And what do I have?
Honestly, we have more conversations with Best Actress, so I guess we could start.
Yeah.
We can go into
Okay.
that.
The only one I haven't.
Cynthia, huh? Go ahead.
Jesus Christ, Cynthia Erfield from Wicked.
Wicked. Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez, Mikey Madison, Honora Moore for The
The
Substance, and
Substance.
Fernanda Torres as I'm Still Here.
I'm gonna be honest. There's no way Mikey Madison's gonna win. It's either gonna be Demi Moore or Fernando Torres.
You really don't think Demi Moore could win this?
I think it's most likely Demi Moore because there's a narrative of 45 years she finally won an award. Basically the same narrative for Brendan Fraser and Ki
Okay,
Hyun
why?
Kwan. Yeah, that's the one. So
Yeah, yeah. But at least like for Demi, I feel like she does deserve it. Uh, well, I won't say. I'm not going to say it like that because like Brendan Fraser and Kid did deserve their awards when they got it. I would say.
yeah,
I just think the narrative. I'm just saying, like for me, it's just like at least like Demi, I can at least see like the conversation here. Mikey,
yeah,
Mikey is like, she's 24, 25 right now, so. But like the fact that she's here is like amazing. It's a
yeah. I was like,
long career for her.
I'm kind. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that she won. I mean, the most I know about her is like she produced Austin Powers movies. And she produced it. She does not even star in it. That's a funny thing.
Oh yeah, right. Which
Oh,
reminds, happy birthday to Heather Graham.
every to Heather Graham. Also, one of my friend's birthday is yesterday. It's like okay, UK time is yesterday, so yeah, it's also today.
Yeah,
So yeah. The substance, yeah, probably Demi Moore. She's really good. She literally tricked people into thinking the character is complex. I'll give you that. So yeah, I think Demi Moore. Even though I really want Mikey Madison to win, but oh well, they won't.
yeah. And then you pretty much talked about Carla Sofia and Amelia Perez.
She,
I guess like how would you talk about her performance at the very least?
I think it's good, but at the same time, I don't think it's like really good. Like there's nothing I say it's like really good. It's like really like outstanding. Just like like, I think the most I can say is like the part because Carla Sofia Gascon play like play like the man before she turns into a woman as well. So it's like that's the only thing I saw that could be because like she can flip into these two people like immediately. Even that, I won't say that it's like anything way too noteworthy.
Yeah.
Oh, and oh god, Cynthia Erivo can go fuck herself. It's
I,
like, yeah,
this is the one I don't understand.
what the fuck do you think she's good at? Have you not seen? Have the fucking Austrian not seen the Wicked play? You know, the most popular play in history. Music, okay, most popular musical in history.
I I know there's some snubs. I'm sure there's snubs going on here.
I'm not even talking about like Anthony Hopkins in like The Father or what's like Andrew Garfield and Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah.
Because those two are like because after I see the movie, I was like I could not even imagine the actors in the play is gonna be even better. Here, I think play actors can be better than Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah. Honestly, my other thing too is that I know like God, it's kind of hard. I feel like supporting actress is a little easier to talk about snubs with, but like I hmm,
We can deal with supporting actor. Actually, let's just
yeah,
skip support. Oh, I only seen one, the Honora.
yeah, and your Euro's pretty good.
Yeah,
I've seen
Euro. I could not. Yeah, based on the list, I did not know who's gonna win. I think Euro because this is probably gonna be like underrated actor out of all of them here.
Yeah, though I do know Kieran Culkin has been on a tear lately. Uh,
Oh,
especially after
yeah. Yeah. I guess to be honest, I think Euro will win based on just okay. I never seen it, but it's like based on narrative alone.
um, but I feel like I don't know if people are talking about Honora like that compared to how we do.
Actually, there's a thing that go
I
far with like basically Euro's reaction when he got nominated.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely, but honestly, I could be wrong.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, best
Right.
supporting act.
Succession is what I was looking for.
Oh,
Uh, but yeah. And then best supporting act. Well, okay, just for like audio listeners as well. Supporting actors was Yura Borisov, Kieran
and
Culkin for
a
A
real
Real
pain.
Pain, Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce for The Brutalist, and Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice.
Yeah,
And for supporting actress, you got Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez.
Jesus. Okay, I seen everything aside from the brutalist. Okay, also a complete unknown. Despite that, I'll say the winner's gonna be Monica Barbero because it's a narrative. Because like, oh, she's this is like the role that she's gotta be seen again, and they
You
actually
think
and
you think she
yeah.
has a narrative on her?
Okay, she has an underdog story on her compared to all of those there.
Really?
Okay, who do you think you will? Do you know Ariana Grande more, Felicity Jones more, Isabella Rossani more, or Zoe Saldana more?
I don't know if underdog has ever really played a factor here.
Honestly I think so. It's just because here's the thing: if they told me it's like oh the supporting actor is gotta be Margaret Qualley, it's like she's gotta win. But
If it was
but
Mark, yeah, if it was Margaret Qualley, she would have won.
yeah, but because there's no Margaret Qualley, so the more I think about it, it's probably Monica Barbero because she's the most talked about it when it comes to supporting actress. But yeah, it's just
I feel like Ariana Grande is talked about more, which is crazy. I don't get me wrong,
I don't
but
think
I feel like it's just because Wicked is like Wicked.
yeah, but at the same time, just it's just wicked. Ariana Grande performance not good. I
I mean, you can at least comment on Isabella Rossellini.
I've seen the Conclave, and honestly, this is actually really head scratching because she's barely in the movie. So, I mean, she's like, oh, my one of my sister is got abused, and I'm sad. I'm gonna expose this person, and she's basically in here for like less than 10 minutes when it comes
Well,
to
that
low screen time.
makes sense for a, you know,
I don't think it actually stands out that well.
supporting actress.
Yeah, I don't think it stands out, and yeah, I don't think Isabella Rossani we gotta win. I'm surprised they, yeah. Zoe Saldana, fuck off. Lyrics, I think her performance phoned. It's a phoned in.
Yeah.
I, yeah, I really think it's Monica Barbero, based on the list. And I never seen Complete No, just based on because the Oscar is not really. Let's just say this, it did not judge quality that good. It's just based on like what will serve them better.
I feel like but the thing for me is like if Ariana wins and Cynthia doesn't, the discussions will be crazy.
Yeah, to be fair, it will be, but honestly, who cares? Everyone fucking hates Cynthia now. I'm getting all I same as me. She also says some really wild shit. The
Yeah.
last time she said, do you know what the fuck did she said? It's a crime that John M. did not got like best director. Everyone got nominated something. He did not. Wow.
This is the same. This is the same thing for when it happened to Barbie. Now, my thing about Barbie is like, I get where people were coming from in that regard. I do think Barbie has better direction than Wicked does. But I found it cringe when Ryan Gosling had a problem with that because like Ryan Gosling has been nominated for a lot of Oscars. He knows better that like not everything's going to be nominated, that kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh shit!
Um,
Now that you remind me, who's the actor for fuck Miles Morales for Spider? I could not pronounce his name. Shamik Moore or something.
oh, that guy.
Oh yeah, okay. So okay, because of recent controversy, no one remembers what he did in last Oscar. Basically, he said, "Boo! Across did not win. I'm sad." Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but now he's known for being a loser because of asking out married women.
Yeah, basically.
We don't want to get into that.
Yeah, he has a really fragile ego, basically. So yeah, it's like I don't think I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he would care. I don't think John Manchu would care, even though I think his direction is really shit. Good lord, I
Yeah.
was watching the Fine Gravity. I was literally just like, get on with it. Also, by the way, he used Fortnite in fucking Wickets. I was like,
No,
what was freaking that out? What the fuck?
no, I mean like my thing about again like my thing about like the Barbie thing is like I could at least see that conversation, especially because of this whole because Barbenheimer was definitely a big factor of that conversation. It's like you have two directors, and that was like what brought in like that kind of discussion last year, or and then to not have the other director there is like kind of weird. But at the same time, it's like Greta Gerwig would say like I don't really care. Like
I mean, that's great.
she'll get nominated in the future.
Yeah,
I would believe that. Not for Narnia, but you know what I mean.
she got nominated twice already. For
Yeah,
Little Woman and Lady Bird.
and she got nominated for script, I believe.
Yeah, I don't care.
Or even though,
Yeah,
I mean, but they're nominations, so like,
I don't care. So it's like she clearly does not care. So
yeah.
but yeah,
Same
but
with
yeah,
Margot as best actress. She also said she doesn't care.
yeah.
It
I'm gonna be honest.
happens, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Ariana is gonna win. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I mean, unless
I
Felicity Jones is like that crazy in The Brutalist. That's because that's the only one that we're not talking about.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's Monica. I'm gonna probably watch it on Friday. I'm probably gonna watch a Complete Unknown on Friday. But yeah, what's the next? Okay, let's talk about next
Original
best origin.
screenplay and best adapted screenplay.
Oh, it's absolutely gotta be The Substance.
Original screenplay: Honora, The Brutalist, Real Pain, September 5th, and The Substance.
I won
Just-
already. I won
Jesse
Anora. I think it's fucking The Substance. Because there's a fucking there's a narrative like Hollywood
I-
is like show don't tell
Mhm.
shit.
I really don't think The Substance will get this one. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
That's like Honora has won awards for its writing for that. I don't think The Substance got anything for that.
let me check first. Anora.
Honora definitely did. The Substance is what I'm more curious about.
Yeah, because here's the thing, when it comes to Anora, I just go on Twitter and everyone just like, oh my god, they constantly post like clips of like how good the writing is. For us, The Substance, like, ooh, look at how cool the effects are. Mikey Madison, best film. Yeah, but it's like those are like award shows no one cares about. Nora as well. No offense, but no one cares about those.
I don't think The Substance will win this one because the story is not really what people talk about.
Probably, but yeah, it's the Oscars. But if there's one, if Honora won, I would love it. But yeah, I wish I would Nora win.
Shout out to Jesse Eisenberg, who's been
Wait, he wrote a film.
A Real Pain, yeah.
Jesus.
All this like the Lex Luthor stuff, and he's talked about how that's kind of been an issue for him moving forward in terms of getting some work, but like he's been turning around the directing, writing side, so good for him. I mean, at least I don't think it was deserved. I mean, that Lex Luthor was not his fault. That's just bad direction, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Hopefully Honora. So
adapted screenplay is A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, Sing Sing.
It's hard to say because when it comes to adapted screenplay, because okay, here's the thing: I could believe Honora wins because when it comes to screenplay, it's never the same. It's never the same as Best Picture. Okay, yeah. It's very so it could be. I don't know.
Amelia
I think
Perez was an adapted screenplay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, I think it's Conclave. I hope Conclave wins. Okay, I need to watch it Complete Unknown. But yeah, just not.
I didn't even know Complete Unknown was, because I know it's about Bob Dylan, the person, so I didn't know it was actually based on a book or something. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. There's a really big chance they probably got like Nickel Boy or some shit.
Yeah, I think I think Conclave would be more likely to win if you were going to talk about your big three here.
Yeah,
I really don't. I don't think a biographical film is going to go too high for that.
I mean, Woman Talking About got like best adapted screenplay and won nothing.
So I guess anything could happen. So it could be Nickel Boy and Sing.
It could be Nickel Boy because I remember like last year. What won last year for best adapted screenplay? Give me a second.
Yeah.
2024 Oscar nominations is a past. Okay, give me I need to go for it. Sorry, give me best original screenplay. Anatomy of a Fall. Best adapted screenplay, American Fiction. Yeah, it could be, anything could happen. Yeah, I think they could be just. It could just be Nickel Boy because I told you the Oscar does not give a like in Hollywood. No one gives a shit about writing.
Yeah. Animated feature. We saw a few of these.
Actually, I just saw Flow yesterday. So
what do you think about Flow? For audio listeners, it's Flow, Inside Out, Memoir of a Snail, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot.
I honestly think it's Flow. because it's like the most inventive because there's literally no actors in Flow. There's no dialogues. All the quote unquote voice acting is just is real life animals.
I see. So it's what the wild robot could have been.
Basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
and even that the wild robot is not talked about enough. There is Inside Out too. So I think Flow also winning Golden Globe so makes it more possible. Oh yeah, Flow is really good. It
Wallace and Gromit. You know what that franchise is, right?
yeah, I'd never see I'm not interested in seeing it, so yeah.
It's a fun movie. I don't know if it'll win, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I don't.
Low, I
It's
don't know about. I mean, Wild Robot for me is the best film that I've seen.
it's
Um,
yeah,
not overall. I mean, from this list.
yeah,
Inside,
yeah.
Inside Out is funny.
I think Flow is better, a bit better. So yeah.
Yeah.
But best yeah, I don't really have much to say. I don't because when it comes to good films, I just don't want to spoil it for you, so you just watch it yourself. It's basically about cats. It's basically like the Bible story Moses. But
It, it
without
does have a
the
it does have a second chance of winning because it had second in international feature film.
yeah. Oh yeah, it is true. But
So it
also
has
it
two
just
chances for that. And then Emilio Perez, our good friend.
oh Jesus. Hopefully that does not win. I don't have much to say about this one. It's probably Amelia Perez or Flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just move on. I'm
Documentary,
not gonna talk about those.
not our thing. Live action
Nope.
shorts, not our
Nope.
thing. Best original score. I know like one of the biggest one of the biggest criticisms was Challengers not getting a single nomination. But if it was for any nomination that people were most upset about, it was for no original score. Because I mean, I listen to the music. The music is really good, and that's the best part of the best thing about the movie, in my opinion. But like, uh, it is what it is. But to be fair, I mean, you can't really. Wicked was always gonna make it, so you can't.
Yeah, I mean it
Amelia
has
Perez being here is disgusting, though.
yeah, it's like, I don't even know what to say about Wicked because Wicked is also a director that kind of love corners when it comes to songs. It's like the fucking I mean the fact that you have Fortnite in there was like, okay, what did you cheat? Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know I hopefully the Wild Robot wins. That's what I think.
Yeah, score is kind of hard to gauge. Um, I don't know original songs. Um, I mean, is El Mal a good song from Amelia Perez? Mi Camino. I heard Mi Camino. That does not sound good at all.
Okay, there's no good songs in Amelia Perez.
Yeah.
Do you want my
Okay.
take?
So we could just move on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that one.
Sound could be a good one.
It's just
Complete Unknown, Dune Part
Jesus.
2, Amelia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot.
Probably Dune Part 2.
Yeah, I think Dune Part 2 probably will have this one.
Hey, Wicked, the film that uses Fortnite sound effects.
Production design. I think this will be interesting too. The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, and Wicked.
I want Nosferatu to win. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This is the first.
I think it could because it doesn't have that many options of winning anything.
Yeah, that's
But
that's it.
To be fair, like The Lighthouse only got one nomination, and I think it was for editing or something. Which was a really strange, but it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I think
Like Nosferatu, like I really don't know how you. Dune Part 2 is.
No, I don't think so.
It's got sci-fi, and it's the second time doing the same thing since they had Part 1. So I don't expect it to be like too inventive.
Conclave, the Brutal Life. No. It's basically just a church.
It shouldn't. Yeah,
Uh,
it should be Nosferatu.
yeah, Nosferatu. Wicked. Okay, I want to kill people if they actually think the production design is actually even. Okay, I think I've seen Wicked plays, like Wicked stage play production being better than the movie.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
like also, but the thing about like what's it called? Like I remember in Nosferatu they use like miniatures, they use like on shot locations of course and all that stuff. But like you have like a lot of cinematic like kinds of
yeah, okay,
but
Nosferatu is pretty good.
But
Yeah,
Wicked has a lot of dick sucking though. So
yeah. Even though no one likes no one likes John Amshu's direction, but yeah, yeah, Nosferatu. Okay, since this is the first time we mentioned it, okay, Nosferatu is amazing. Go watch it. And I'm sad that Lily Rose Depp did not get a Best Actress nomination.
yeah, no, Lily Rose, even if she has a nepo baby, she's legitimately like one of the best actors out there.
Okay, here's my hot take. If they have Anya Taylor-Joy, which is originally intended, I don't think she would do as good as a job for this role because because she's not that kind of actor. It's like she's like really it's like reserve. It's like she's more of a reserve acting, and Lily Rose Depp like is able to go wild, which is exactly the character for Lily.
I guess it depends, because because Robert Eggers, like if there's anything he had first, it was Anya Taylor Joy, um, her career and all that stuff. So it's like it.
But,
I guess, but like how would he go about the character in general? That would be something to at least
yeah, I
have a
think
conversation about. But
yeah, I think how he goes about Lily, which is like completely different than the female characters he has before with the Anya Taylor Joy play. So that's why I was like, yeah, I think Lily Rose that would be is a better choice.
but I feel
And I
like this
love
is
both.
like because I feel like
Cause
with like Nosferatu
it's
is kind of an adaptation of the original movie, but while like kind of serving as like its own thing, while also kind of being faithful to the book.
but yeah,
But it's kind of a hodgepodge of like all kinds of things that makes Count Orlok like what he is.
yeah, I've seen the movie, so it's like I do not think the reserve type will work. It's like especially like the screaming and yelling, which Lily does a lot for possessions. Also, I love her titties. Fuck, shut up. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like, but yeah, it's like,
I
it's
mean, we're to be fair, we're still waiting for Anya to show, so it is what it is.
yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
also shout out to Bill Skarsgård, man.
yeah, it's good.
No, like the way he was able to, he's put his voice so low that it was like so dangerous to a point where like he could strain it forever, but he still did it anyway. It's crazy.
Really, yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like there's some really good like, the girl was like, oh, should I kill myself to save the world or something? That's an interesting dilemma.
Did you
And
see the original Nosferatu?
nope.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously would be like a different experience, like watching that and then watching this movie. But
Yeah,
I do recommend it for especially like something that's like what, like 100 years old.
but yeah.
Um,
Okay. So what's next? It's the okay. I'm not gonna. Okay, let's just talk about the next thing.
cinematography for The Brutalist.
Nosferatu, fuck you. There's nothing I would accept more less than that. No.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm
Yeah.
surprised the substance didn't get in here.
Yeah. I mean, you can still mention all of them. The Brutalist, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think
yeah,
Dune
like
Part 2 maybe, but yeah, yeah, I think it's Nosferatu because it's like more creative with the cinematography.
yeah. Shout out to Greg Fieser though, great guy.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's really good.
he's really good.
Uh, I mean,
It's good that the Batman Part Two get to keep him. So I don't think it would have been the same without him.
I was like,
Um,
but yeah, I just don't know when is that movie gonna came out. I was like, Jesus Christ,
it's like
2027.
because like they also have him slated for that and Dune Part Three. It's like, oh, I mean, it's a busy man, so I get it. Makes sense. But yeah, I mean, it should be Nosferatu.
Hopefully
But
Nosferatu.
I do think Dune Part 2 could put up an art. So,
But
I
yeah.
mean, maybe the Brutalist, but I don't know too well. And then best makeup and hairstyling, A Different Man, which we talked about a little bit earlier. Amelia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked.
Uh. Okay.
Wick-
Okay. I've seen the different man. So basically, the makeup for Sebastian Stan. Okay, that's okay. I love. Okay, I should talk about different man. It's a bad movie. Okay, it's better than the substance though. It did not get bad like until like halfway into it, which there's like a time skip, and like characters just get whacked for some reason, and yeah, it's like okay, they just flipped all their morals, and then Sebastian Stan just like changed his career out of nowhere, and then he just like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so jealous. Yeah, he took over his life as this play. I mean, I get it in concept,
Yeah.
but at the same time, that like the female character like flip this character to be a cunt to a nice person to a cunt to a nice person over and over again off screen. So it's like it's not natural.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
Yeah,
do
that
think I do think this was the least likely for Nosferatu to win.
I mean,
Despite like I really did like Orlok's design. Because like
uh,
Robert Eggers is like is an interesting guy when it comes to like his vision on what he wants to see. So it's like, oh, it's like because one of the controversial things is like, why does he have like a really big mustache? And it's like, well, because like back in the day when they talked about vampires and like these old stories, they actually said the vampires would have really big mustaches, so that's why I decided to keep it that way. I mean,
no, it's like
it's
fuck that.
seems weird, but like it also differentiates him from every vampire we've seen so far. Not
No,
all of
fuck
them.
that. Just say it's cool. Use his Count Dracula. Why not?
Yeah, but but
I actually like
Robert
the
Egg-
design.
Robert Eggers is a big nerd, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I hope Nosferatu. Emily Perez. I have no idea what the fuck is even there.
I do think cinematography and production is probably Nosferatu's bigger chances of winning. I think this one might have to go to the substance if I were to make a guess.
Yeah, because of the creature design at the
The creature
end.
designs at the end, yeah.
I okay. I don't even know what to say about that. It looks disgusting, but at the same time, it's like really stupid.
Yeah, but like I guess like A Different Man is like I mean they're both going for different things, to be fair. Like they're
Yeah,
both ugly, but they're going for different things. One is a kaiju monster, the other one is like a guy with a really bad face.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Different man. It's like, it's better, but yeah.
yeah.
For Wiki, I have no idea what the fuck are they nominating this.
Green skin, I guess.
I guess so.
Costume designs, yeah, pretty much Nosferatu got all the embellishments.
Yeah, absolutely Nosferatu. Oh
Uh,
yeah, a complete unknown conclave. Seriously?
a complete no conclave.
Oh, Gladiator.
Gladiator 2, our good friend.
Yeah. Just basically just do gladiator costume and just put it here. That's all you need to do.
Nosferatu and Wicked. Yeah. Uh,
What is so
I,
cool about Wicked? That the stage play did not do it already.
I I think this might go to Wicked. Because like
Oh
Nosferatu, I don't think like the costumes are, they're old timey kind of a thing. But there's the big one for costume wise would probably be Orlok himself, and then everybody else is kind of simple, I guess.
yeah,
Wicked, I feel like has a little bit of variety in there in terms of the costume size, so I could see that probably winning for that
yeah.
reason.
I guess it's like Glenda's costume and like Alphabet's costume. Even though like those are the fucking those you have a blueprint for those costumes already. All you have to do is just copy the fucking stage play. Fuck you.
Uh, and editing. Honora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Amelia Perez, and Wicked. All these films they're all here. It's the same
Wicked
one.
is so bloated. fuck you for thinking this is the best editing. It's like Zack Snyder fucking Justice League. No, it's not. Yeah, this is a comparison. This is fucking Zack Snyder Justice League when it comes to editing.
Honestly, like now that we're saying all these like names out loud, it's like I just realized like they really are just like recycling the same films. Like they're like some of these films like I don't even understand. Like what are they doing here? I mean, like, but like is Honora like that in terms of editing?
Kinda. I mean, here's the thing. Editing does not have to be like stylish. It's how efficient it is. I mean,
Yeah,
I think Nora, it's like a lot of editing is like really good when it comes to like when it comes to quick information. It's like quick cuts. When it comes to like slower information, Sean, that's really important. It's like slower. Like those are really effective.
yeah,
Like it's like affects the pacing.
yeah. But like I guess like my thing here is like we're just like juggling between the same 6, 7 movies for everything to the point.
Yeah.
I mean, which I understand is like okay, if you're gonna be a best picture, surely you got to have something like best design, best costumes, or I mean I don't know about costumes because like costumes could be good anywhere, even in bad movies. But like with editing, I assume like best film should have at least good editing, good writing to some degree. Production, things like that. So I could see that, but the thing is like, is there really like no other variety where you could maybe see better editing in like even bad movies? So it's like I don't know. I guess maybe it's just overthinking it.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say what's best editing is because like it could be. I guess there's no Wicked and Emily Perez that's good editing.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna be blunt here because Conclave it has good editing.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just simple movies, but I think that Nora's editing is so much more effective because like a lot of the smaller information is immediately just like conveyed without like dragging it for long. But at the same time, those important information just stay longer.
yeah. And
Um,
then I guess like, what would be your pick?
Nora, in if all five of them.
Honora Sweet.
I mean, I love Conclave, but at the same time, I just feel like there's some scenes it's like okay, you can just do it quick, but it's also an Oscar bait movie, so it's like things have to be slow.
I guess that could have been something we could have talked about. Do you think any of these films are Oscar baits?
Conclave.
I know. Like The Brutalist was also mentioned there. I mean, it's 4 hours long, so
Yeah, I think yeah, Conclave is an Oscar bait movie, but it's a good one. At the same time, you can tell that's an Oscar bait because the editing, because the scenes are dragging, even though some scenes does not need to drag.
yeah. And best visual effects: Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked.
I'll probably just I'll pick Doom Part 2 or Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Probably
Yeah,
Kingdom.
yeah,
Probably Kingdom. I'm gonna be honest here. I haven't seen the movie, but I think it looks better.
yeah. CG apes.
Yeah,
So
I mean, no offense to Alien Romulus, but like I don't. I mean, the fact that I don't think you need to animate that people.
yeah, I think that's like pretty much because like I will say like Alien Romulus is a pretty good looking movie for the most part. It's just there was no need to pack a dead guy and make him an AI thing for the sake like especially because like it didn't really matter because it wasn't the same ship. So at the end of the day, it's like you could have just left it alone or make it somebody else or use another actor who is alive. And because like they're, I don't know, it's like these are the kind of things. It's like it was kind of unnecessary, but I don't think it would win this award anyway.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't think so.
yeah,
I think they would just go to like Kingdom
it,
of that.
I think Dune Kingdom will probably get in here.
Yeah, the Better Man is just a CGI monkey, which Kingdom has a lot of those.
Yeah, no,
Jeez.
Better Man is funny.
Wicked is generic CGI. I have nothing to say.
We should also just
Oh, those are. Oh, that's it.
that's it. Yeah. So let's
Wait. Go up. I just saw something. Move up a
yeah.
bit. Richard Curtis? Seriously?
for comedic storytelling.
Oh yeah.
It's a humanitarian award.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Because like that guy was like it's like what's it called? What's it called? Fuck President Snow actor Donald Sutherland. He's like
Yeah,
he's like 84 years old and he never got an award for a nomination for some reason. Even though he's such
yeah.
a good actor.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So this is what I wanted to kind of talk about. This is the films with multiple nominations. So as we said before, Emilia Perez was nominated 13 times. The Brutalist and Wicked were both nominated 10 times.
Oh god.
A Complete Unknown and Conclave were both nominated 8 times. Honora 2 with and The Substance with 5. Nosferatu with 4. I'm Still Here, Sing Sing, and The Wild Robot for 3, and The Apprentice, Flow, Nickel Boys, A Real Pain for 2. So, what do you think?
I'm lost for words when it comes to Amelia Perez. I was like, why the Oscar? Okay, I understand in the way that why the Oscar loved that film, but at the same time, it's so shit. It's like I
I
think they would. I'm gonna be honest. They would not let Amelia Perez win anything after the internet uproar. The internet's gonna hate that forever even more.
um I didn't which one did Amelia Perez win for? Was it the Golden Globe or was it the
Golden Globe.
it
Golden
was the
Globe.
Golden Globe. Okay.
Yeah,
And that
there's
had a
no
lot
way.
of backlash when that happened.
Yeah, there's no way they
Um,
got let Amelia Perez win based on how what happened.
but the thing is, like, they still managed to get 13 nominations despite that.
I
So
gotta be honest here.
it's gonna win something.
I'm gonna
If
be honest here. That's
I just don't
because
expect it to. I don't expect it to win Best Picture.
yeah, I think that's just
Otherwise, you'll get that
kind
backlash again. Yeah.
yeah, I just kind of I'm gonna be honest here, it's just because there's like it's just too late for Amelia Perez. It's like they just have to at this point. I mean, but after the abroad, I doubt they will allow it to win anything.
Uh, let's get some more clickbait. So, Wicked with 10 awards.
Fuck you! What the fuck do you like about that one? Okay, at least they not want best adapted screenplay. Thank fuck. But yeah, well, like,
Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't nominate it at that point.
jeez.
Best adapted screenplay.
Yeah, I was like, what did people see in the acting that is so good about it? That okay, okay, here's a question. Do you think this is better than Kristen Chatterson and Dylan Mansella in the role? If you say yes, you're an idiot.
Yeah. Okay. So, my only thing about that is that because like people will bring up the fact that there is like some subtext here because of who Cynthia is versus who Indiana was. So especially for that scene of like where everybody's judging, at the prom ish kind of thing, and the tear down the eye, that kind of thing. So that kind of conversation you said, which is also in the actual play as well. So it's not a new scene, but I feel like it's new to a lot of people. So I guess that's why the people find it better, or at least there's a more majority because it's new. If that
Oh
makes sense.
yeah. To be honest, I have a lot to say when it comes to Wicked. I did not say like okay, it's like everyone missed the point of the Wizard and I song. Okay, so when I read lyrics like it's like all of us is gonna love you. This gift or this curve. Like no sister will act ashamed, no father is not proud of you. Was like, okay, this song is clearly this is clearly ego driven song. They're just thinking about all the praise she's gonna have. The fact that people misread that is like, oh, she's so sad. It's like, okay, and the fact that the movie just like she's a victim, lol. I was like, good lord, that movie that strongly established her as having an ego complex. Did no one realize that? So yeah, that's a thing about Wicked. I mean, if I bitch about Wicked, I have a lot to say.
Yeah.
They have, yeah, but yeah, just better score.
Yeah.
It's like
As we said, Nosferatu got mostly for technical awards, essentially.
a complete
Um,
un, a complete unknown conclave. I'll watch a complete unknown. I'll actually do. I'm actually interested in watching that movie.
yeah. The Apprentice getting 2 award nominations. What was the second one?
Oh, it's best supporting actor for Jeremy Strong.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna win anything.
Probably not. Um,
Honora only got 6. What the fuck?
yeah, Nora has 6.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it won all of them, but it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actress, and
Best supporting
Best
actor.
Supporting Actor and Original Screenplay.
Yeah. Uh. Yeah. I hope it won all of them, but it's the Oscar. They will not allow Honora to win. It's a bit. Oh, it's because subject matter is like.
It'll win something. It's not going to win all 6. Is my guess.
Yeah, hopefully, because like in the last few Oscars, like some films, even though they're like, really good, like Tar, it did not win anything. Or like Banshee of Inisherin, that also did not win anything.
That was crazy. Because
Yeah,
I think Carrie Condon was nominated, if I'm not mistaken.
Carrie Condon. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because
Is that Jamie Lee Curtis won? What?
that's the Jamie Lee Curtis here. Yeah.
But yeah, I love that movie. But yeah, it's like it has a really good chance that Norris gonna win anything.
I think it will get something. I think it'll get something. I just feel like it'd probably be something. Because Best Actress, the thing is like Mikey is up there. It's just that I feel like Demi Moore just will have like the bigger pull. And then Best Director and Best Original Screenplay, it's just that it's sharing with the Substance for both of these. Though I don't think Substance will get screenplay. But I don't know how The Brutalist is.
Yeah, probably it's
That's
like
kind
really
of
good.
right now.
To be fair, the AI is not just the voice; it's also like some imagery.
Yeah.
Okay. When is the 2025 award Oscar? Oh, March 3rd.
March 3rd, 2nd, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I'm
So we
gonna be honest here.
got some time.
Yeah, I don't think my university is gonna have a open Oscar night this time because change in leadership. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Yeah.
but yeah, it's gonna be a shame if it does not. But oh well. I told you it's not gonna take long. It's only we only spend like not even an hour and a half to talk about all the Oscar films.
That's all right. Was there any other films you wanted to talk about from 2024? We did talk about our good friend Mufasa, The Lion King.
Fuck you! I'm not gonna watch that film. Okay, unless you pay me a million. Okay, I gave you a bit more. Okay, 1,000.
Yeah, because like it's just funny because like speaking of Oscars nominations, because the first film did get an Oscar nomination, for VFX, I believe, in 2019. Yeah, that film was really bad. Surprise, surprise. Who could have guessed? Um, it's just kind of funny because like you have, so they're kind of I don't know if you've ever seen Lion King 1.5 or something like that.
I did.
It was,
It has Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and as shadows.
you know how like basically it's like they kind of watch the movie, but then they're explaining it to the kid, I think, about like, oh, this is like what happened,
But
or
in between that.
and then you have commentary with like Timon and Pumbaa, right?
Yeah, I actually
Yeah,
enjoyed that film. Okay, I watched that film a long time ago. I enjoyed it.
it was a long time ago for me too. But yeah, it's like so they kind of do that here. It's like so basically like Simba has a daughter played by Beyonce's daughter, and basically
Serious.
yeah, yeah. Speaking of nepotism, uh, but yeah, so basically they're explaining to her, uh, like, oh, let me tell you the story about your grandfather, and then then the whole movie is like essentially a flashback. Um, so that's kind of the structure of the movie. So you're kind of like hearing about the story about Mufasa and Taka, also who's going to be later known as Scar, and you know, and then you obviously because we have to cash in on Pumbaa and Timon and all this stuff, so we always like cut back to the present just to hear them say some jokes, and then cut back to the story because we can't forget about those guys. They're very funny, of course.
What was the people actually found Seth Rogen and the fucking gay token, the token gay person funny. No offense, but I don't remember like Ben Urwich or something.
Uh, uh,
What's
I
the
guess so. I
guy?
mean, I know like the movie, they thought they were funny, so I guess that's all that really matters.
Oh, Billy Eichner. Do people actually find Billy Eichner funny and Seth Rogen?
Guess so.
Jesus,
Yeah,
fuck you.
so you see, like, basically the story is just a standard of, oh, how is it that how did Scar become bad? How did Mufasa become king of Pride Rock and all that stuff? And it does a lot of like prequelisms, like they need to explain things, like things that you don't really need to explain, like, oh, this is how we got the name Pride Rock. This is how like so in the story basically Mufasa was an orphan, so he's not actually of the bloodline. It was Scar or Taka. His family was like royalty for there. And, his the dad of Mufasa lost Mufasa in like a river or something like that. So, it's like a good parallel with like how Mufasa lost his dad through some kind of thing, and then Simba will lose Mufasa in the future in a similar manner. So, you know, good connections and all that. But like, but that's not the crazy part. So, obviously Scar finds Mufasa and like wants to have him like have as a brother, the whole song.
Lin Morel fucking Miranda.
Lin Manuel Miranda. And so basically this whole thing is like essentially these guys, they're not real brothers, not blood siblings, they're adopted brothers in that sense. And but the thing is, like with Taka, he's a coward. He's really scared. He can't really square up in a fight. Mufasa has to step in and all that stuff. It gets to a point where Mufasa does things. He's like a natural leader. He's like able to do things, get control, have respect from other people. Like even Taka's own mother is like, yeah, this guy is like better than you in every way. He's going to be a really good king one day. What about me? What about you? That kind of thing. And it's like that's not really where the downside comes from. It's like the downside is like you see like Taka was in love with this lioness who will eventually become Mufasa's wife, of course. So naturally, it's the classic case of I want to talk to her, I like her, but like I just don't. I just don't feel really confident about it. So okay, Mufasa's like, I'll be your wingman, your wing lion, and I'll help you out. Make sure she gets to you. All right, cool. And tries to say, hey, that Taka guy, really cool. You should talk to him. And then but obviously because we've seen the Lion King, she's like, no, I like you more. It's like, what? No, like him, no. So this is how Taka becomes evil. It's like, you betrayed me. How dare you? And
because a girl won't fuck him.
Because a girl won't fuck him. So yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So this is the prequel tale why we really needed the Lion King prequel to explain Mufasa and Scar. How does Scar become the classic villain that like probably one of Disney's best villains, to be honest, if we're talking about the animated version. And yeah, that's how.
Wait, well, how did he get his name? That does not explain that.
Uh, so he was just like in a scrap with another line group, and they scratch his eye in the fight, so that gives him a scar. So it's like, and you shall be now known as Scar.
What?
So yeah,
I have so many questions.
go ahead.
Okay, I don't know what should I say. It's like, why? What is that? Why do you want to be that? How would that refer you as Scar? It's like it's not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
just like it's just looking in the pond, seeing that he has a scar in his eye, and it's like I should call myself Scar. Kind of, it's not really creative.
Okay, because like in Arcane season one, there's like how did Powder got his name Jinx? Because like she's a Jinx. It's a setup and it's like a clear trauma of her implication because you can actually do that well if you get enough setup. But if that's the case, it's like what the fuck? It's like by the way, the Matt Smith was actually singing this movie. Like fucking bye bye.
Oh,
He's like playing the White Lion.
yeah. I don't know how the hell did they get this. Mads Mikkelsen is like a generational talent, and like he does a lot of stupid shit too.
Like, it's like this guy is like fucking. It's like every time they need to has a filler, it's a generic filler. They just have to get Matt Mikkelsen for some reason. It's like
He's
it's
not
like
really. I mean, like there is like a fight scene and all that stuff. So, because like this is our kingdom, or like I'll take control, I'll rule the galaxy, kind of a shit thing. So, uh, yeah, but like again, the thing that people will talk about the most is really how Scar is a bitch, and then you
also
know,
brother, bye 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 bye.
yeah, and then you have Lin Manuel Miranda's like, so why the fuck do people care about why are you rhyming brother with brother?
And he's like, no, that's not the rhyme. It's like stay straight, Cray. I was like, no offense, but the emphasis is not on those words. It's on brother. That's where the rhyme are mostly from.
And it was kind of funny because like Taka in Swahili means garbage or waste, so it's like so he named himself
Yeah,
after
yeah,
garbage or waste. So it's
no. When
kind
okay, I
of
heard. Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, I actually heard those. It's like it's just a worse version of Hamilton. I was like, no, I'm serious. When I heard like bye bye, I
Ham-
was just like, oh yeah,
Hamlet.
no Hamilton,
Oh, you're talking about Hamlet.
Hamilton, Lin
Uh,
Miranda's.
you're talking about the music. Okay, yeah,
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 it's like it's
yeah.
just
You're right.
you'll be. I was like, that's just you'll be back, but like bad. Yeah,
Lin Manuel is kind of weird to gauge. Like sometimes he'll be like peak, and then sometimes he's like terrible, and
like yeah, it's
there's no in between. I
no
feel.
offense. Yeah, it's like no offense, but I think Hamilton got into his head into thinking like, oh, let me just have everything be like KMB rap type for some reason. Like you can just make normal music, Moana. You can just do that, right? Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm gonna be honest. Even my favorite song from Hamilton is literally just not rap AF like R&B type songs. Literally like Satisfied is and like You'll Be Back. Those types of songs.
Right. So, as like, so they bring back the toucan, like the bird, like Zazu or something like that. So it's like, for some reason, like he's alive in the past, and basically Mufasa was like ordered, like, oh, you should banish Taka from the Pride lands and all that stuff. But like Mufasa was like, no, he should stay here. But like instead, Taka should be referred to as Scar as a punishment, essentially. and then so basically the reason why they say this in particular is because Mufasa vows like he will never say Scar's original name again, Taka, as
I
punishment, essentially.
what? I
So
mean,
that
if you
is
want to punch him, lock him in
that's
jail. Lock him up. Fuck you, just lock him up.
I mean, they're lines here, but uh,
Banish him.
banish him.
Like,
No, we can't banish him. So it's like, let's call you Scar, and I'll never call you Taka again. Deal. That's not really a punishment.
it's not a punishment. But yeah, what the fuck? By the way, how did they got the name Pride Rock?
Okay, so the place was called Pride Lands already. So it's like, but wait, there's rocks here. Oh, okay, Pride Rock.
What?
It's not it's one of those things like you didn't have to explain that. There's no reason to do that.
They might as well just told me the exploding circle of life or some shit.
You explain the circle of life.
Oh, don't worry. I actually heard the song from Matt Mickelson like Bye Bye. I was like, apparently they fucking reference the circle of life in that.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, I
so
mean, Mufasa's really bad. Nobody's really surprised.
makes sense. Oh
Um,
god. So let's just. Do you have any more movies? Oh yeah.
I think it was mostly yours.
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to hear about Megalopolis?
Yes, go ahead. Megalopolis by Francis Coppola. You know, the Godfather guy.
By the way, he sent his wine branding for to make this film, so this movie has to be a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, right?
He's been working on this for 42 years. That's not a joke.
Oh, he also like smoked a bunch of marijuana while before filming. He just abandoned as a concept, and it's all his ideas are from marijuana. That's also not from a joke. So the movie is about like this architect. He wants to make the world a better place because I don't know the mayor's evil or something. I guess. So okay, there's no plot here, so I just gotta give the broad strokes. Just
Wait,
so
so you're
the
telling me that
no,
the thing that was in production for 42 years has no plot?
yeah. So
Okay.
Nathaniel Amela just falls in love with that guy because he's like a vision for this city that she has no idea if he make or not. Let's have some fun. That one. That's good. So she just like wants to fuck. Basically, her character she wants to fuck him.
Of course.
Uh, I don't know what to say because there's a lot of like time powers and the time powers are not explained. Okay, the explanation is you are an architect, you have a painter, you have a creator, so that's how you get time powers because you made stuff. I lost the powers and that's how I gained it because I have made stuff. I what the and that's the explanation. So that raises a lot of questions about this world building. And you know what? There's a do you know there's a sequence?
What kind of sequence?
Okay, so in this sequence, there's a bunch of people like a stadium. There's like around like, several hundred people, like even 1,000 people maybe. The bet is, they will if you win the bet, you're able to fuck this girl, fuck this pop star, this teenage pop star. This is
What?
public.
Like a K-pop girl or
No, like a legit teenager.
oh, like the Diddy way or
like Grace Vanderwaal, played by. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's 20 minutes at least, and it goes nowhere. And yeah, it's like, and it's really creepy when I was watching this. Like, what the fuck? What is the sequence about? If they want to fuck a teenager? Uh, and then there's okay, there's a time that you got a satellite just falls from the sky into the ground. How does that work? I have no idea. Do you know how much impact does that have?
None.
You are correct. None. It's even though the fucking satellite just killed millions and destroyed the fucking city. The city just rebuilt itself. And yeah, and that's how it works. And so the entire time they just like the architect just want to build something like called using Megalon. It's like we just joke about the entire watch party. Megalon! It just creates everything. Just fuck you, the ultimate plot device. It resolved everything. How did Adam Driver build an invisible city next to a city in a few days at most? Fuck do I know?
So I remember like Francis talking about like he wanted to do this feature where like he can have Adam Driver like talk to the audience, like the real life audience, and like be able to answer questions. I don't know how he would have managed that at all, but like uh on some AI shit.
I don't even remember a lot of things because this movie is such a blur. That because there's no coherent plot. Because I think there's like I mentioned a lot of bullshit. If I talked to you like a few weeks earlier,
Yeah, when we were watching the movies back to back.
yeah, that's the thing. Because I remember some really stupid lines.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe we can talk about Agatha.
Oh right, Agatha.
Agatha all
Uh,
along.
so have you finished the show?
Somewhat.
I finished the entire show. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, Agatha had a bunch of name changes just to show how quirky and wacky she is because it always ended up with Agatha all along. Wasn't that fun?
Haha.
Honestly, I liked Coven of Chaos. I liked House of Harkness. I like those titles more, but it was always going to be Agatha all along. So whatever.
Well, if only you put more effort in your writing.
Yeah.
So what's the last episode? What's the last episode you've seen? Let's go from
I
there.
mean, like I don't know, just go in general. I'll add on. We finished at episode 3 the last time.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 the last time we had the conversation.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna break down every episode. Basically, just know that you're just based on what they say. It's basically so I'm just gonna mention broad stroke of how stupid it is. Also, this is how you can heal people or bring people back to life. Just swim, just throw people in the ocean or in the river when there's moonlight. That's exactly what you need in the MCU. That's one, and apparently there's a girl lady with like random time jumping powers, future seeing powers that's never explained the entire time. Uh, apparently Wanda's kid, fiction. Okay, Wanda's made up kid can possess people for some reason, which like breaks the entire WandaVision. Not one just WandaVision. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness again.
Which part?
Wanda's
Wick,
fictional kids possess other people.
Wiccan.
Wiccan and Billy and
Well,
Billy and
Wiccan is real.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, because in WandaVision they're made up, so now they're like actually they're real. They actually have a
No, that's
soul.
well, that's a common thing, the reincarnation.
Yeah, I'm just talking about
But
Agatha and
they also
WandaVision.
they also took out the whole Mephisto part and how that happened in the first place.
You know what? They actually should have just a Mephisto. I was like, yeah, just made them real. But anyway, those are pale in comparison to Lady Death.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, so let's talk about her fucking stupid plot. She's a natural order of things. So, do you know who's also called the goddess of death in the MCU?
Well, that's different because Hela is just the goddess of death for Norse mythology, not
Fuck.
in general.
Okay, let's talk about how does that work. That's a girl. That's just Death, who apparently just want to kill people for the natural order of things, which raises a ton of questions in the MCU already. Especially, there's a character in She-Hulk that whenever he dies, he just comes back to life. And yes, I
Mr.
remember.
Immortal.
Yeah, that's one. And then you just have to remember, Moon Knight established you can have the afterlife. Just say yes, and you just bring themselves back to life. How does that work? Oh fuck it. How does Endgame work? Like, does that mean that everyone just cheat that because they all die and just come back to life?
Uh,
And then because I was breaking down the scene, Lady Death it's not a wizard, so that creates a ton of problems when you realize that the previous episode tried to trick you into thinking she's a magician like magic, and when you realize that she's basically immortal death, that breaks everything. Like everything she said, like all her values and all her beliefs. Like she should be like really smart, but no, she has to play like a dumb bitch. And now it's like, oh, I'm sad. Actually, I have the power. You're so powerful. I need to kill you with a knife.
well, you see, um, she fell in love with Agatha, so
And
yeah, that makes people stupid.
and then you're just like, oh, you can't kill me. It's not allowed. It's like, and then after this, it's like, why is it not allowed? They never explained that.
They brought back Ralph Boner as well
Fuck. It's like, oh my god, that could have been interesting, but no. Oh, but no. Just play him as a joke.
because he used it as a time to explain, like, this is what happened there. You used to have a twin brother, and all that stuff. He was Billy. They don't really explain too much. I mean, Billy. So, like, I guess, like, when the hex happened nearby Wanda, then, like, he was driving past Westview. William gets in a car accident, and then Billy Maximoff's soul enters inside William's body that resurrects William back to life, but with Billy's. So that's how they decided to explain that. Uh, which,
Actually,
as I mentioned, like in the comics, like Mephisto was the one who granted the two sons for Wanda as kind of like a like a monkey's paw kind of a thing, like but like you're because she couldn't give birth or she couldn't have kids with like Wanda with Vision, so he would artificially make the children himself because he's Satan, so he has the magic to do that. But eventually down the line, he takes them away from her. But as the devil in Marvel, he's able to resurrect. Like basically, the souls of William and Tommy are still there. It's just like, but they get reincarnated essentially to different people, the Kaplan family and the Shepherd family. So they would have the twins separate all that stuff. So it's like they are technically the sons of Wanda Maximoff, but not really, because it's through, yeah, I knew you from a previous life and that kind of thing. So that's, but the big thing for that is that, you know, Mephisto is Satan, so he has the power to do that in terms of bringing people back to life or putting somebody's soul into somebody else to grow up with that kind of a thing. So it's just kind of weird.
You
When
know what? Yeah, I guess. But yeah, that's clearly they not have Mephisto, so let's just go on without other stuff. So what did they also have? Oh yeah, Agatha died because she died after fighting death for like a minute at most. I think it's just 30 seconds. Just shoot some energy beams, and then Aubrey Plaza was like, "Oh, actually, I've got to kill you by just tossing you, like throw you in a brick wall, and then you just died." Uh, yeah, that's how she won. And then apparently because of a deal that if you okay, if I give you Wiccan, I will don't bring me back to life. Okay, here's the deal. Because she just okay, Death want to kill Billy because she's possessing the kid, and she does not hate natural order. And then Agatha was like, just kill me, and then you break the natural order. I was like, and then Death just like, yeah, okay. Why? Why would you break the deal? I thought that's your motivation. And then they got like some stupid backstory of like after the events of WandaVision, she decided to uh get a kid and just kill all the witches after. Basically, the backstory just explains nothing. It's just she's just horrible.
Nicholas Scratch.
Yeah, it actually explains literally nothing. It's just like she's actually a horrible person all along for some reason. I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, because I don't want my kid to do that. I was like, dude, your kid wants to fucking help you kill people willingly. And then cannot. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Your kid willingly help you kill people. So there's no conflict. You just want to. This is like resembling substance, resembling an actual backstory and history. It's not. And that's why she just created the entire like what's it called, Yellow Brick Road song, the Witch's Road song.
Down the Richard Road, yeah.
Yeah, because every fucking witch is so stupid, just shooting energy beams instead of one of them shoot at a time or just telekinesis. No, it has to be energy beams. And what do I have? Oh yeah, by the way, we have no idea what the fuck she wanted. It's just soft power, because aside from she's evil.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the last time we talked about Agatha, Agatha isn't a villain in the comics and all that stuff.
Okay, she's not even does not even hold evil fellows in WandaVision. Fun fact.
Which is, but they also assassinated Wanda to prop
yeah,
up.
yeah, they assassinated Agatha in Agatha. So, oh well.
But like what I mean by that is like, so Agatha is like put in this way, which I hated that way every time. I don't care if you think she's the hero of that story. I don't like her at all. Whatever. Yeah, but even then, it's like it's just so it's weird because like now like they have her as like the mentor for Billy, which is
why. Fuck. Oh, now you remind me. So this is the entire Witch's Road shit. Billy made it all up based on his background because you're so spooky. That's such a great reveal that he actually is the one who made it up because Wanda magic something. I'm gonna be honest, if you made a fucking pocket dimension, that's insanely OP. It's like how?
I've always said that like the Marvel just doesn't understand like the magic system in the comics. Like, oh, it's like it's magic. Magic is OP, so let's do whatever the fuck we want. But like, no, the magic system does have rules. Like, it does actually follow a system if you look into it and all that stuff. So it's like I've said the same thing for Doctor Strange too. So it's not just Wanda who has this problem.
Yeah,
Like
now you can.
there's a lot of like nerves, or there's a lot of like things like it just doesn't work that way if you just look into it, but they don't do that.
Yeah, so basically what you say is like the Wanda fraction of a power of Wanda is able to just create a fucking alternate dimension. Oh, Wanda should be able to do that if that's the case. So yeah, that's extremely stupid. And dude, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna skip to this because it's fucking hilarious. Okay, so Billy said, actually, so I killed 4 people. Agatha said, I'm so actually, if you don't create this role, I'm gonna kill all 5 of them. Wow, what a fucking great way to comfort a person. And then her entire motive is actually, I don't want my kid to look at me that way. It was like, we seen your backstory. Your kid literally fucking love to help you commit murder. There's no fucking value. And then they just have this like, I'm gonna find Wiccan at the end. I was like, oh, so there's a sequel bait. And then fucking the showrunner Jack Strayfield was like, actually, I don't want to do season 2. I was like, you tease a season 2? What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, I don't care.
It's not Agatha the season 2. It's Wiccan season 1. That's what it is.
Actually, it gotta be. I'm gonna be honest. It's probably Vision Quest. That's how they got Wiccan.
I'm also getting to a point where like I honestly I don't care about like non-adaptation arguments. Like I'm sorry, like this is like the bullshit has gone on for so long that like I really don't care about that argument anymore. If that's like not semantics enough or not, I honestly don't care anymore. Because like honestly, it's just very clear that they don't give a shit about that stuff anyway. So when they do it and it's bad, and then we're all like, oh, like why did it happen this way? It always happens this way. We just have to accept it at this point. Yeah, it's just like I'm just never gonna expect Wiccan to be as awesome as he is in the comics. I'm not gonna expect Vision, because like they did the whole bullshit with like that, how they did the White Vision and how he's like different to regular Vision and all that stuff, and like I've given up on that side.
Yeah,
Marvel in general, it's just giving me a headache.
Yeah, so basically, I do not want to watch. Yeah, that's all I want to say about Agatha. I mean, there's a lot more bullshit, but at the same time, I just don't want to do it. I mean, I guess I can talk about Noscos. Those are the kids of the victims Agatha killed, and they got killed like evil people, even though they are like, yeah, they are completely justified. So basically, Agatha has the same more problem with WandaVision. They actually think this is a good person, like a sympathetic person, instead of committing her to be a villain.
No, the thing for me is like they don't give a fuck about it. I don't think they're trying to make her seem like sympathetic or anything. Like every time she says this, like it's like I like you have Wiccan saying like I felt bad, like I got Lilia, Alice, and Sharon killed. Was like no, you didn't do that because I was going to kill them anyway.
No, yeah, but actually, I just rephrased it a bit. What she said is, she actually sounds a lot more flowery, so it's actually like a genuine moment in scene. But how it actually is basically, oh, if you don't kill them, if you actually save one of them, I'll kill. If you didn't make that roll, I'm gonna kill all of them anyway. So, and then the final thing she said is, I want to find my kid. Actually, I do not want my kid to look at me that way. So basically, they just made her a sympathetic villain.
Yeah, and again, like someone who isn't a villain or supposed to be, but she's not supposed to be young either. But it is what it is.
I mean, she's not. I don't even. Yeah, I want to refer to WandaVision, but I just don't give a shit anymore. Basically, I just want to say she's not that in WandaVision.
All right, she had to earn the white hair. We didn't talk about that.
Good news is this is actually one of the least few Marvel shows in Disney Plus. Along with Echo.
Echo's better.
Echo is absolutely better.
But honestly, like I was looking at that list of 2024 Marvel. I honestly think Echo is the best in that list, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Hitmonkey season 2 isn't. I guess if he,
Would
I
you
guess
put
how
that?
you.
Would it be better than Echo?
I mean, the good parts are better than Echo.
I guess.
Yeah, it's just a love boat. It's just a love like it's basically the thing I'm basically people. I'm sad that you forced me to kill people, so I'm gonna destroy the world.
I mean,
Does that make sense?
I know it'll be a hot take if I think Echo is better than X-Men '97, but
I
is
don't
what
know.
it is.
I don't know what to say. I've never seen it. I did not want to see it until I finished the animated series.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Agatha. I don't want to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot more shows we could discuss. There's a lot more movies we can discuss. It depends.
What kind of movies?
Okay. What have we haven't discussed? We discussed Nosferatu. Furiosa. Oh, right, Furiosa.
Yeah.
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah, I'm really delayed, man.
So yeah,
This is like my least watch year since I've been working now.
no, same. I haven't been watching a lot of movies this last year. So Furiosa is a Mad Max prequel, and I think it's bad. Unfortunate. So in Fury Road, the woman that Furiosa is supposed to or not supposed to like really big badasses. They're like supposed to be like peaceful people who not have that much training. The reason they have that much training in Fury Road is because they all their resources are destroyed, so they have to force them to survive. And then you have because like that movie's priority is so messed up. And then okay, that's a retcon. And then there's like Chris Hemsworth's character is just a cartoon. It's like this is the person who's supposed to be like Nick Furiosa who she is. And he's basically just a clown. It's like I'm a clown. I'm just like I'm Chris Hemsworth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna rule the world. Oh, actually, I'm gonna destroy all your economics. It was like, oh, it's just guys. I'm incompetent. Like, what the fuck, man? And then apparently he got defeated off screen. But the bad guy from Fury Road, I don't remember his name, but yeah. Like I'm not kidding. He literally got defeated off screen.
That's a sign of a good villain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they have like the really big like montage of Furiosa is mad that he killed her mom. That means nothing. That all she did is like I miss my mommy. It's like that's like 13 minutes, by the way. Holy shit. For opening. I watched it on cinema, so I did not clock it, but it feels like 13 minutes. But yeah. Mostly the character just trapped in a cage. It's like she just refuses to talk. It's like, tell me, Chris Hamilton, like, tell me where the fuck is your mommy? Okay, where the fuck is your promised land? Tell me. And then it's like you should expect. I was like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, so basically, Chris Hamilton people actually send people to find food there. So if like henchmen from Chris Hemsworth can just find people there, do you think that breaks everything? That those people must have some like detailed path or to just like know how to get there and how to go back. Like they have to mark somewhere. This is the first time if they go there, you have to like mark out some locations, especially if you are able to go back to Chris Hemsworth. And
Yep.
And then the entire plot is relying on the fact that actually Chris Hemsworth it's like incompetent. He just like, actually I want to kill my own people to achieve my goals, and people are turning against him, which also goes nowhere. And because like, okay, in Fury Road, there's like a, remember those hot women that Charlie's Theron drive with? How much for, because like the entire conflict is like, oh, I want to save these people who are still pure, and I'm gonna save those people stuff. Here's a question: how many scenes do you think they focus on that in Furiosa? Those relationship.
How much?
One scene plus like a voiceover at the end that leads up to Fury Road. Does that make sense to you?
Didn't George Miller work on this for a while?
Yeah.
So I guess it's like, it's not Coppola for Megalopolis level.
But yeah, it still lost a lot of money, and this is the concept he came up with. And apparently, the only connection he built is like Anya Taylor-Joy with that Billy Burke character. Okay, not what Billy Burke, just like some leader of the truck. Because by the way, because most of the plot point hinges on Anya Taylor-Joy becomes a boy and no one finds out. And he sneak past, like as a 12-year-old, she's like sneak past the entire security system of by the bad guy from Fury Road. She can teleport, by the way. Okay, that she clearly could not, but she has plot teleportation. That's how she's did that. And yep, Tom Burke. Yeah, basically the entire, and so basically Tom Burke, she has a connection with Tom Burke's character, and it's like, oh, I'm sad that actually Chris Hemsworth killed him again, so I'm gonna kill him. So basically, this entire relationship is so not earned, like so not developed. It's like, oh, the only reason he's mad at Chris Hemsworth because he killed her mom and this supposed friend who's not willing to expose her secrets. Um, and yeah, that's Furiosa. If you guys are interested in me rumbling about how bad this film is, and okay, what do I also have? By the way, do you know how Chris Hemsworth? Okay, so Chris Hemsworth definitely off screen. So do you know how the one-on-one conflict between Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth ended? Do you want to know?
Sure.
She used his stick to grow a tree. No, literally, his stick is literally the soil, the roots for the tree, for the peach tree, and he's forever that faith. I wish I was kidding.
Is it like prequelism? Like you have to explain something for the sake of explaining something in the future?
That's not even like in the future. Actually, all they explain is how she lost. She actually explained how she lost her arm. So how she lost her arm is basically because Chris Hemsworth captured her after she tried to rebel, and she has to like destroy her arm to escape her because after she killed her friend. By the way, he did not show any regret. Like she did not have like reflection of how his friend died. So basically, he just break her arm to escape, and because no one is guarding him, so there's that. That's how she has a robot arm. She just made it in a few hours. And okay, made it in 1 hour, and it works.
It's kind of hard to talk about it a little bit. I think we might have a more progressive time talking about Argyle. That was the last film on our list.
Yeah, let's talk about Argyle because that was a doozy. Yeah, because I just want to know. I just want to talk about Furiosa just in case if anyone's wondering for our take, because some people will say that movie is actually good. It's not.
People talk about the VFX being really good. I just remember the trailers looking really bad, but I don't know.
For Furiosa, yeah, I was literally laughing at Furiosa's trailer. Yeah. So, what's Argyle? What's Argyle? Do you want to explain it?
So Argyle is about a woman who's an author writing about a book about this character named Argyle, but it for some reason, so the Argyle is like Henry Cavill with the stupid haircut. And basically, the thing is that her stories seem to be coming to life, or it's like she's making predictions of things that are happening. Like this heist is going to happen, and then like it happens in real life, that kind of thing. So the criminals of this world is like is noticing the pattern that whatever she's right it becomes real. So that was like the initial premise. So it's like, oh, the writer is writing something and that becomes real. Now the thing about Argyle in particular is that it does like 700 plot twists for the sake of plot twists. Like for example, Bryce Dallas Howard. It turns out that she was actually a secret agent too. It's just that she was brainwashed into being an author so that she could like not show that lifestyle, but like she also can still write as if she's been a secret agent her whole life and all that stuff. But like it's a very confusing movie for the most part.
Yeah, this is a movie that does not work in a conceptual level, like literally at all, because because of the post credit scene.
Well, yeah,
Fucking hell, this is the Kingsman universe? You're kidding me.
yeah. So as I mentioned to Unity before, Matthew Vaughn bought Kingsman from Mark Miller. So basically, he has the right to do whatever he wants with Kingsman in general. So
Wait,
Argyle.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if my thing is like the movie sucks altogether. That post credit scene is like a different thing entirely. It's just the movie itself is so disjointed and like so hard to follow because there's like 100 twists happening at once that like it makes it really difficult to really process. Oh, she's good. No, she's not. She's evil. Wait, hold on a second. And it does it so often at a breakneck pace. Like then it replaces like this other secret agent with like Henry Cavill here and there, and like he's not actually real. It's actually her imagination of her thinking that it's her character from the book is this guy, but then it turns out actually Henry Cavill or Louise Partridge, one of your enemies, Unity. He
Oh,
he is like actually this guy is real. He saw Bryce Dallas Howard at the end of the movie, and it's like then you have the post credit scene of actually that's Henry Cavill but young, with the Kingsman stuff. So very messy. And the honestly the thing that is like what's weird about this conversation is that this so the idea that Matthew had with this thing is like he's actually wants to write the books while making the movies, and his idea is like this is a 5-film franchise based on a book, based on a movie, based on a book, kind of a style thing. And you know, all this faith in the world that like you'll get 4 more movies out of this. And yeah. Oh, it's like it might not make sense now. Just wait for book 3. That will make more sense. Okay. Buddy.
so Okay, so are you gonna make more Kingsman movies? Oh no, thank you. Where the fuck is? Okay, I want to see the third Kingsman movie than this shit. Actually, you know what? Don't do it because you're gonna mess it up even more.
I don't know what happened to Matthew Vaughn. He used to be a lot better than this.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck does he do? I was like, yeah, he used to make Kick Ass in the first Kingsman movie.
Maybe he's just better at adapting stuff.
Wait, Mark Miller stuff is actually good for a Kingsman.
It's better in the sense of like it's not Marvel or DC, so like he doesn't have to like ruin anything.
Oh, fair.
So,
I was like, okay,
but
here's the thing.
like that's what I mean. Like Argyle is a completely self-made, so that's not good.
No, and then you just connect to the Kingsman universe. And you know what? Okay, here's the thing. What the fuck do you need 200 million?
You need what?
200 million to make Argyle. That's a question.
Well, I guess there was a lot of like, not just like the cast was like ridiculous, but like not just that, but like also there were a lot of set pieces, like the train, the locations. They had Dua Lipa for like 5 minutes.
How much does Kingdom of Planet? Okay, so how much does Kingdom of Planet of the Apes cost?
I haven't checked.
160 million. You know what?
Yeah. I mean, I guess they had like there's a little bit of scale here in terms of like the trying to give off some kind of epic spy thriller kind of a thing. Like it's trying to be Mission Impossible, but it's not.
Yeah, it's just weird. That's all it is. It's just weird. By the way, so have you seen like So how much do you remember Kingsman?
Not at all. I just remember everybody shows that scene in the the shootout scene.
But you never seen the movies.
I have seen the movies as well.
So how much do you think is contradicted?
Oh, it's contradicted. My whole thing is like, I guess it's like for me, like who it's like mainly because like the movie was so bad on its own that like, oh, you're tied to Kingsman. Who cares? Is kind of what I was saying. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, if it's on its own, you're like, okay, fine. I guess if you don't do the 100 plot twists, it could make sense. And then you just tied to Kingsman. It's like, okay, none of all you did it can make any sense, even in conceptual level. That's the bar, man. I was like, there's no way you got fucking Kingsman will allow you to have like, author just write books about Kingsman, like all the Kingsman secret, just like write down and just like throw it in. And now we just have to, yeah. And that's like, and now you have to remember the fucking technology in Kingsman have. They're like insane.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Matt Vaughn has the rights to it, so
Yeah.
The franchise.
Yeah, and Argyle's technology, even the okay. Do you know what Brian Trent is that? This is the most powerful organization in the fucking world. And the technology is weaker than what's it called? What's the villain of like the second movie? Julianne Moore's character in the second movie. It's just like robot dogs, metal arm, kidnap Elton John. It's like even drugs, like remote drones that can attach like worldwide. It's like, yeah, and she can activate missiles to just bomb buildings from across the world. Yeah, this is supposed to be the strongest military organization of the world. Like, not military, literally the strongest organization in the world. That's his word. Oh Jesus!
Did you finish It Ends With Us?
Did
you finish It Ends With Us?
No, I don't have time. Do you want to explain it? Do you want to explain it for me?
Not really. It was just I just found it funny because he was supposed the guy Justin Baldoni, he was supposed to do a live action Pac-Man movie, but because of the PR, they stopped the production. So
I don't want to talk about that controversy. Just let the court decide.
no, that's fine. I just find it funny. It's like we're not going to do the live action Pac-Man movie because of this
No
guy.
one. Yeah, not because we don't want a live action Pac-Man movie.
It's like, how the fuck do you make a live action Pac-Man movie?
Oh yeah. Oh, we actually do.
It's pixels.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh man.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, that
Argyle for me was like, it was definitely one of the worst films of the year.
yeah, it's one of the worst. It's like as long as the movie's foundation could not work, I was like, okay, it's already automatic one of the worst. That's like
So
10. That's like
actually,
10
that,
films last year.
so that actually kind of brings up the conversation. This versus Deadpool and Wolverine, because this is a worse film.
It's
Like filmmaking wise, it's worse.
I don't know. Is that Wolverine filmmaking is like really safe at the same
Yeah.
time, but I guess. But yeah, I think it's worse when it comes to filmmaking. But writing wise, Deadpool Wolverine is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, there's going to be like what, like 9 projects for Marvel this year.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man like freshman years is released. I don't want to watch it.
It just started, but we'll probably watch it when it ends.
Yeah.
That's when we'll probably talk about it. But Daredevil's coming soon in March. Charlie Cox just mentioned there are some MCU surprise cameos in there.
Oh.
At least I just read that today, and
God, no one cares. No one cares.
Gunn revealed that the thing he was writing for DC was Creature Commandos season 2. So when is he ever going to go back to like the actual slate that he started in 2022? That's just something Timothy was talking about.
I'm gonna be honest here. Here's the thing. I just realized when it comes to this decade, because now it just everything has to be like so blockbustery. So it's like, and there's like showrunners has to be writing all of them at once instead of just in hiring writers. So James Gunn just writing everything himself now.
The only thing I can say is like I get it for Creature Commandos in particular, mainly because he wrote season 1, despite season 1 is god awful. And like there really is no connective tissue for where this season 2 could even go, because like there's all the consequences in the world and none of them even get addressed. So
Yeah, I mean they solve world hunger, solve cancers, resurrect people. What else? What do I miss? Oh yeah, advanced technology of fucking 1940s, robots. Uh, did I miss any more warping shit fucked up they did?
solved cancer.
Oh right, they solve cancer. Hey, perfect utopia. Thank you, James Gunn.
And again, it's like when people say like, oh, but these things are in the comics, like no, they're not. If you read them, they're not.
I was like, I just want
Sometimes there are concepts that, for example, like in Doctor Strange and the Oath, it's like that's like a where Doctor Strange finds a cure for cancer through a pocket dimension kind of a thing, but then he gets in a fight and it breaks off the. So as in that storyline, the issue for him is like he's a doctor, so like having the cure for cancer is like something that is like amazing, and he would really want to duplicate it, like make replications of it so that he can. But he also has to save Wong from death and all this stuff. But then, like the whole fight happens, and then it breaks off the he only has like a little bit of it left, only enough to save Wong, but it can't. It's not enough to like save everybody, and that's like a really difficult thing for him to process and all that stuff as a doctor and all that. So, but like there's at least like an explanation as to why he didn't cure cancer like immediately or anything like that. So, but then when you have somebody who can just, oh yeah, I solved cancer, like it was like a normal Tuesday. So yeah, okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we bitch about Creature Commando enough, so basically.
Yeah, I'm still trying to do a video on that.
Yeah, to be honest, I got a lot to talk about when it comes to like niche media last year, but at the same time, I don't think a lot of people want to hear like Winona Earth Vengeance because I really fucking hate that movie. It destroyed the show. Okay, I'm not gonna watch Craven. Fuck you. I'm not. I can watch Craven. And
Sony's done though. Sony's done with this bullshit universe with Spider-Man villains, I guess.
I guess if I was watching, so have a watch party, I'll be like, just do you want to watch Craven? If I want to watch cringe. I only hear videos talking about it.
What, Craven?
Yeah, just like videos. Like how is the movie?
It's not bad enough to talk about.
Yeah, it's not. Craven.
It's also just numb to all of it.
Yeah, just kind of.
Oh wow, Sony has a bad movie again. How crazy!
Oh, how crazy! But Marvel is doing way better job. By the way, fuck you, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure Daredevil will give it a boost, but it's happening really early in the year, so people will forget about it later in the year.
Don't worry, no one remembers that from Wolverine now. Like, hey, I'm sure Daredevil will be good. It's totally that be nostalgia bait bullshit. Again.
Yeah, and you got this new showrunner. He keeps talking about like the whole. Oh, it's better than Penguin. It's more grounded, more real. More
Jesus Christ, that's
like,
okay, buddy.
Compared to Netflix, you don't have to bring Penguin into this. Oh, it's a classic Marvel versus DC rivalry. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. You could say that. That's not what this is, though.
I was like, I love the Penguin. He'll love being more grounded than that.
I need Daredevil to stop being so grounded. In the sense of like, I feel like after Born Again, or season 3, which they're gonna call Born Again for season 4. I don't know why. It's just that like, I feel like the gritty, dark shit kind of ended there. That like they can kind of go towards the more Mark Waid, more of like the not as dour kind of thing. But at the same time, obviously, it's hard to gauge now because they haven't shown us enough. We don't have enough context or everything. I still did not watch that trailer that came out.
Neither do I. So I just didn't have news. You see,
I used to watch these kinds of things, but I just have stopped doing that entirely.
at some point, just like, oh god, I just could not watch more. I'm in that state now. Like a fucking powerful fucking Agatha just to watch What If.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna talk about a few other things as we're starting to kind of wrap up this video.
I mean, do you want Machine Gun Fire? Some movies you want to talk about? I guess.
Not really. I'm gonna be honest, because I really didn't watch much.
Sure, neither do I. I just do not give a shit enough. I just not. I mean, we talk about Nosferatu, like, and other films. Like when we're breaking down the Oscars already.
We're probably gonna talk about them more in the Oscar video in March. That time I'll have more movies to watch and I'll be able to have a little bit more input than what I've had today.
Yeah, Yeah, I say so. Oh, Abigail. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't really have much. Just want to cover all those popular things.
I will say though, like I know Captain America 4 is coming out next month. But I believe I've on call that week, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that one.
Probably
Um,
not.
I mean,
I'm
I,
I'm gonna be honest. I probably need some breaks because like I look at the schedule that people gave me this week. I was like, fuck.
yeah,
That's my reaction.
yeah. But I do think I believe the film is short. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it was under an hour, under 2 hours, I think, for Cap 4. Like they just released the release, like the
Yeah,
length
yeah.
was pretty
It's like
short.
we shoot like 3 times.
Yeah, like and we saw all those characters in that film. I don't know if you a lot of characters who aren't Cap characters, but that's a
I don't
different
give.
conversation.
I will not watch it in cinema. I'll say that much. I will power through it myself. But yeah.
We're recorded though, so obviously we're gonna watch it in the cinema, of course.
By the way, we should yeah, I guess we should talk about a bit of Squid Game season 2 because everyone wants to hear that.
Go ahead.
It's a mixed bag. There's some really good sequences. Like the games are they're really good. There's some really good moments, but at the same time, there's a lot of plot problems to keep it fake. So I don't. It's hard to recommend because this season is not complete, but they call it season 2 for some reason.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
you saw me.
yeah.
It's been a big inspiration for Mr. Beast with his
Oh
Beast game.
Jesus Christ! I did not.
You could tell that that show concept was like so like mind blowing to him that it's like I gotta maximize on this like for my stuff and like I didn't watch
Seriously.
I didn't watch much, but it's like that. I guess that makes sense for somebody who's got millions of dollars that could just do whatever he wants.
No, I just watch a bunch of like YouTubers just talk about Beast games because it can't be. I don't even. I never even watch a Mr. Beast video. You expect me to watch his fucking show?
Yeah, I think Amazon has him.
Yeah,
Which
apparently. Yeah, apparently he edits all his shows like a YouTube video.
makes sense.
Jeez.
I mean, obviously, he's not editing. It's a lot of his editors.
I guess this guy have never heard of what is a documentary.
Yeah.
But yeah, Beast game. Also, if you're wondering how much you spend like millions on it, so the game consists of throwing a ball into the bin. What do I say? Handing coins to people. Don't drop the ball. Wait, how much do you think those cost?
Well, to be fair, I've seen his platforming and like those kinds of things. So
Hey, 1,000 challengers, and you all you came out with fucking it's like, don't drop the ball. Give coins to people. The fuck? This is this supposed to be the biggest game show in the world? Can you just think of something actually grand? Instead of I can even come or even instead of something I can find it myself in my backyard.
all right. I guess the only other show we talked about that we Batman,
What?
the Batman animated show.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're supposed to make a video podcast about it, but we decided not to. But we decided, yeah, we can't be fucked to. Basically,
Uh, you know, this was like all the way back in the summer, so it was quite a while ago. But
I think.
huh.
Yeah. So, do you think? Yeah, no one talks about it anymore, so it's bad.
It's getting a season 2 though, of course.
Oh, of course, season 2.
I mean, the most thing that people talk about is like, oh, it's not me. Batman. And
It's
how
Batman.
what'd you
It's
expect?
like I mean, if this is like supposed to be Batman the animated series, I don't even want to watch Batman the animated series.
It's not. It's not. It's just the whole concept of like, let's put Batman in the 40s, like how like the original conception of the
Cool
character.
concept.
It's all right. It's all right as a concept. Like, what if Batman is like limited in his tech, or like the things that were usually associated with him now? Is like, what if he's back in those days where they didn't have that? Okay, not really bad of an idea. Unique, stands out from the other Batman stuff that we've seen. Sure. But then most of the episodes are dedicated to the villains, and Batman is barely in them.
I mean, it should just call Arkham Asylum or something. Oh, sorry, it should be called Gotham. Oh shit, sorry. They have a show about that. But yeah, that's a show. I seen the show. What do I have to talk about? Fuck all.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much the one show we kind of talked about.
Yeah, it's just because when you tell me, I mean, I binged the entire show because there's so nothing. It's just empty spectacle.
Yeah.
I guess people say that this show is good because because people like the Catwoman episode was like, and then watched it was like, what do you like about that?
Oh, she's also
Huh? Sorry.
she's also gone for the rest of the season, so there's just one episode done.
Yeah, they just called her Christine Rossi. Was like, hey, first one role. It's like done. I was like, what? Also, there's like no character. She's like, Batman's not attracted to her. It's like, I was like, oh, she actually just steal things to, pay her debt. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I mean, people say that episode 8 is good. It was like, Batman actually showed some sympathy. I was like, that's so animated series, and I watched it. Wait, do people actually think this is good?
Not really. I mean, it's better than Creature Commandos, but again, we're not going to talk about that show anymore.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it's like I think the episode 8 was just
the best one was the Mechanic Grace episode.
Yeah, that's
with the young Robins who aren't Robins.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's the episode you told me that's good, and I watched it. I just like I don't think that's good.
I said it was the best episode.
Okay, that's a really low bar.
Yeah.
Like nothing. It's okay because when I saw that scene, I was like, "Oh, she's dying. Okay, please not die." I was like, "Did you just rip that off from Batman Beyond?"
I mean, it's Bruce Timm is here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sometimes these are the things that show like it's not Bruce Timm, it's Paul Dini that's making this magic happen.
Yeah.
Bruce Timm is the artist. That's what he's known for.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool. Oh, Mechanic Grace is dying. Hey, do you remember that scene of like Batman just sitting in the seesaw with a girl who's also dying? I remember that scene. I wish I was watching that show. I'm gonna be honest. It's the reason why that episode is not good because they barely build up Batman, so everything came out fucking nowhere.
Yeah, that's always been my. It's like the bad things about Batman content is that barely a character for Batman because we just care more about his villains, so we want to see the villains more. Batman is there because like everybody likes Batman. Who cares if we develop him or not?
I don't think I like a single character in the show at the end.
Yeah, even Alfred calls him Pennyworth, then he calls him Alfred at the end. So that's
like
character development.
There's like no reason why he hates Alfred. That's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like Harley Quinn episode, and then Okay, there's like a Green Arrow villain episode.
Onomatopoeia.
I could not be asked to pronounce the name, but yeah.
Onomatopoeia is in the Superman show as well. Superman and Lois.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yep.
But yeah, and then apparently like there's this major Batman recurring character in the comics is actually secretly a bad guy. Lol.
Harvey Dent.
No, not that one. In the Onomatopoeia episode.
Which one?
Okay, I don't remember the name. It's like what's the name again? Batman Capers. Batman. Sorry. And the person who backstabbed him. Who backstabbed like Barber. It's called what the fuck is it called? Give me a second. Oh, Jim Corrigan.
Oh, the Spectre.
Yeah, apparently he's actually secretly a bad guy.
At most, I'd say he could be neutral because he's a ghost.
Yeah. I mean, Harvey Dent is killed off after one season. What do I know about him? No, fuck all. I already watched The Dark Knight.
Yeah, and that's not a good adaptation of Harvey Dent either.
Was it? There's no way you're not gonna convince me that's not a. Even that I was like, there's no way you're not gonna convince me that's already the Harvey Dent adaptation people just points to. When it comes to live action, they just adapt that one.
Harvey is a hard character because, like, obviously with like being a split personality, but the problem is like you have to kind of respect the disorder, but also like tell the story that you want to tell and all that stuff. But then you also kill him off in the movie you introduce him, which is like not how I feel like he serves much better for a TV show, or like you introduce him in movie one as like Harvey Dent, and then you see him in multiple films, but then like the acid attack and like the whole like mental breakdown and all this stuff, like that thing happens like later. But like I feel like you can't introduce him and have Harvey Dent Two-Face in the same movie. That's just my opinion, but yeah.
I just think that none of the adaptations and like the everything I understand like the Dark Knight version of Harvey Dent is like he's like egotistical at the same time he's like a good person in heart who's trying to constantly do the right thing.
Yeah.
And he's pushed by a Joker. Batman Cape Crusader decided just like he's just an egotistical maniac. But actually he's trying to do the good thing. Out of where? Fuck off your ass. Well, by the way, that probably has the best Rupert Thorne I've seen in Batman Cape Crusader. When it comes to like, okay, I say it that much because even though I think Rupert Thorne is actually the best character in Creature Commandos.
Yeah, I can say that. But yeah, Creature Commandos, a lot of films from 2024, the Oscars, nominations, and we're going to talk about the whatever wins in March. So keep that in mind, and let's start logging off. Unity.
Yeah. Goodbye. I can't wait for Death Bells this Sunday. That's actually the most exciting thing I ever anticipated this year. I wish I was kidding. So, yeah, but yes, I gotta get really busy now.
Yeah, I'm really trying to edit these videos, but I'm getting really tired by the time I finish work and all this stuff. Honestly, I shouldn't have put everything in January, February, March. That was my own fault, but I'll try my best to get these videos out as soon as I can. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe to another Reviews Corp podcast where we archive these videos. We ask very graciously if you could subscribe to that channel. That way we can start moving our lives to that, and have it better so that we can have like one place where we put the videos instead of the two places. If that is something you can help us out with, we greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to our channels. All the links are in the description down below. And we will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh.